Hey everybody, welcome back to HitPoint, a JRPG news show, an anime news show, a niche news show, a show where Baku and I talk about everything and anything that catches our interest. We stream every Sunday evening, when we're not doing it on Monday evening anyways, starting at 7 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Pacific time, right? Am I a little bit out of practice? 8 p.m. Eastern time, that's the one.
I'm waiting. I'm like, Pacific. Know your ocean, sir.
We'll be previewing trailers, talking about rumors, and just we'll be responding to super chats at the end of the episode. We'll be doing all kinds of fun stuff, and I was expecting this to be a really boring show, Baku.
Yeah, me too. And then
not the show. I mean, the show is never boring. I was expecting a boring news week. I was expecting a fantastic show. It's going to be a fantastic show, but
good save.
But I thought that the news week was going to be completely dead. I was not expecting to come in here and have anything to say.
It didn't help that it's 2 weeks, but also the game award happened. So
TGA came in and just completely saved the whole week and completely Baku and I had a contingency plan. We're like, there's not going to be any news to talk about. We're going to come in. We're just going to talk about we're going to make some stuff. We were just going to talk. Yeah. And maybe talk to you guys but instead of having to talk and think about stuff, we can talk about the news.
Yay.
Thank you, TGA, for saving us from ourselves.
TGA pulled a Miley Cyrus, man.
Oh man. So Baku, how about you? How have you been, buddy?
I've been good. I've been playing around with a lot of keyboards. I'm getting into a keyboard hobby because I'm bored.
You just have nothing better to spend your money on.
Sure.
You're like, you know what? I have too much disposable income. I'm gonna get some keyboards.
I just want a nice keyboard. I just want one nice keyboard.
That's how it starts.
So now it's two nice keyboards. Anyways, yes, looking up all this keyboard modding. I don't know if anyone in the chat does keyboard stuff. I'm just obsessed with watching modding videos. Okay, bought a bunch of things, gonna do all this stuff now.
You know what I really want in a keyboard? On the left hand side of the keyboard, I want a knob that I could use to scrub when I'm doing editing and stuff.
On the left hand side?
Yes, because I use my right hand. Because on the right hand side, I use my mouse. So I want to use a knob and a mouse to do editing. And I don't know if they exist. And I mean, I know that there are modular designs, and I'm like, man.
I'm gonna look that up for you. I know that there's a keyboard where basically the numpads can be swapped over to the other side, but
I saw something on that one of the LTT YouTube channels. It was it sounds enticing, but it's got to be able to hotkeyed to stuff. And I was like, I don't have hundreds of dollars to spend on that, and if I did, I'd probably spend it on a graphics card.
Yeah,
or something better than what I'm rocking right now. But anyways,
helps with the encoding too.
Exactly. Something. That's my problem. Is whenever I think of something I want to spend money on, I'm like, what can I spend money on to help make the show better? And what I think of are things like, oh man, I could get a new graphics card. I could upgrade my processor. I'm like, no, that's just things that would make life easier for me. What can I spend money on to make the show better? It's and then I get I gotta be responsible about the way that I spend funds from the show, and then I just talk myself out of doing anything that would be actually I thought about getting a capture card. I was like, oh man, I could get a Camlink 4K, or not a Camlink 4K, a Camlink Pro, the Pro that has the three inputs, 4 inputs. And I was like, oh, I could get one of those. But then I was like, oh, but then it only does 480, or it only does 4K 30 FPS, and I wouldn't have an extra PCI expansion slot to actually hold it. I'm like, oh man, so it'd be a downgrade. So I'm not going to do that. I could get a Stream Deck. and get a Stream Deck and then like the XL, and they're like, oh yeah, that'd make life a lot easier. But I was like, that doesn't make the show any better though. That just makes life easier for me, and that I don't want to do that. So anyways,
wait, but hold on. If making life easier for you means to free your mental space up to do something that would improve the show, isn't that kind of indirectly helping?
maybe, but it's hard for like, this is just what my brain does. It's like it's just geared to make me into a cheapskate.
It's okay. That's a good thing. I don't see a problem with that.
It can be.
I don't see a problem with that.
Anyways, so yeah, that's kind of what I've been thinking about this entire last couple of weeks. It's like, oh man, I could do some cool stuff, and then I didn't. Instead, I made a whole bunch of YouTube videos talking about some games that have just recently come out. You know, Star Ocean 6. I talked about the new Tactics Ogre, and then just recently I talked about Dragon Quest Treasures that came out, and then what was there was another one that I also talked about.
Reunion.
Yes, Final Fantasy VII Reunion. That's right. And I got another one coming out tomorrow, by the way. If you are watching this after the fact, thank you. And also, make sure you check out my my new video that came out on Monday. That's coming out tomorrow. And it's going to be talking about, well, another game that we'll be talking about today.
This man came out with so many videos that I honestly lost track. He's like, I was like, did you do this? It's like, he just like sends me the URL. I'm like, yeah, I thought I saw you do that.
I know.
You know, like
I'm trying. You know what? I kind of had this epiphany. I'm like, you know what? I'm tired of like having been doing this for like 9, almost going on 10 years, and like I feel like I'm going slow. I need to increase my traction, and I'm like, that's it. I'm doing this. I'm going all in. And I'm like, all right, we're gonna put all kinds of YouTube shorts and crap and stuff I don't even care about.
I saw the shorts. I saw them.
I don't particularly love shorts. By the way, I started adding them to my Instagram. I created an Instagram.
You created an Instagram?
I mean, I had one, but I'm now using it.
Did you make a TikTok while you're at it? Are you TikToking?
I did.
You're TikToking.
I know. I think I might be the first JRPG TikToker. And
you're a national security risk.
I know. It's true. It's me. I'm bringing down the social media right now.
Yes. Elon Musk. Step aside, Elon Musk.
I don't think anybody here watches TikTok, actually. That's my strong suspicion, is that nobody here cares for like short form content. But that's because that's all I've ever made is other kinds of content. But what I did find out, for anybody who cares, is that like what I did find out from putting YouTube Shorts on, from my analytics, I've been finding out that I am reaching a lot of people who have never seen me before and have never seen the channel. That's true. That's actually really surprising. Like I was like, it makes sense because it's like, but now there are a whole plethora of new people who are finding the channel through that, and that's just really neat to me.
I thought we talked about this.
Did we?
I could have sworn.
We might have.
Yeah.
Maybe privately we did. I don't know. But anyways,
well, I've only made videos for like a month, and then like I kind of gave up.
Yeah, that's right. No, you haven't given up. You've taken a break because you are doing schooling and stuff, right? You're also
I just finished my semester.
You're also changing out like your job and everything. Like there's a whole lot of things going on, you know?
Yeah.
So makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, no, and one of the shorts got like 300K view, and then so I'm just saying like, okay, so, and that was within 3 weeks of just making videos, three videos.
By the way, that is absolutely freaking crazy because I have not had nearly that amount of success with any of my shorts so far.
Shorts, I mean, but that was shorts. The shorts did it.
I know.
And then you link the shorts to the full video, and then people come and watch the full video. Even if like 1% of those people do it, that's an extra couple thousand views, right? That's crazy, right?
Well, I mean, that's the. I don't know about you, but like none of my shorts have gotten 300,000 views. I know that much. I'm sitting around like a few thousand, couple thousand, 3,000.
Make more shorts, man.
I just need to be as charismatic as you, Baku.
Yeah, okay, buddy. That's a downgrade. If you did that, that's a downgrade. You don't want that. No. So you know what's the secret of making shorts though, Derek? And then we can move on.
What's that?
The secret to making shorts is to pretend to have the lowest amount of attention span and just get your point across in 5 seconds.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. That's what Short's about. All right, sir. Let's move on.
All right. Yeah, I wanted to take a look at some of these comments here.
Yes.
So I'll go ahead and lead off with this one from some random guy who left a comment. It says, I'm unashamed to admit it that I enjoy the Trails in the Sky OVA. Is it amazing? No. Have I watched worse? Absolutely. I bought it mainly for the collection, but it does have some nicely animated fight scenes and bestowed upon the world a legacy, a legendary GIF. And yes.
It's a GIF.
And yes, that was me and Baku's chat trying to sell him on it. Thank you, some random guy.
It was you. You did this. Someone came into my chat. We were talking about someone came into my chat and they're like, oh, did you see the OVA? It's like, what? No. Is it streaming anywhere? It's like, no, you got to buy it. I'm like, I'm not buying it.
You got to buy it, Baku.
I'm like, is it at least good? It's like, not really. Like, chat's like, no, not really. It's kind of bad. And I'm like, you want to convince me to buy an OVA just so I can watch it and hate it? Like, dude,
well, tell you what, Baku, if you buy it, and if you don't like it, I will allow you to send it to me instead.
So you can add it to your collection. So it's like, oh, another collection in the back.
I would accept it.
I shall consider it.
If somebody gifted the OVAs to me, I would not be disappointed. I would not decline the offer.
Well, I mean, once the price is $3, then you know my standard goes like way lower. You know? Yeah. I mean, $3 is. I mean, I'm pretty sure how the majority of people have enjoyed that particular OVA. Except for some random guy who clearly bought the whole collection. Oh man, I gotta look into it. Anyways, next up we've got a comment from Shadow King 1982 who says, nice to see my info that I told Baku got into the podcast as far as Front Mission 1 remake goes, which is true. So our friend Shadow King came by my Twitch stream, which is twitch.tv/Bakusan JRPG for all you guys out there. Link in the description. Came by and told me about the Front Mission 1 physical sale. I was like, oh, they're doing a physical run. Interesting. I didn't see that anywhere, right? Yep. And then I in turn told you guys that there's a physical sale. So hey, listen, if there are some like, I don't know, some leads, some scoops that you guys want to throw it at us, like, you know, it could make it into the show. I mean, we know things, but we don't know everything all the time.
Send it to us on Twitter with the hashtag scoops.
Scoops.
Hashtag scoops.
I figure you can just hashtag HitPoint. Is that no?
I mean, yeah, that's just how you tell people about our brand. You know, about HitPoint in general. You know, when you're like, oh man, I'm just listening to some hashtag HitPoint over on you know, Spotify or whatever. Then yeah, you could totally just you know, let the world know how hip you are.
We totally use that as a hashtag, by the way.
Yeah, I totally use it every time, by the way. Speaking of hashtag HitPoint on Spotify, we got a message here from anyone who says, would love this in podcast form. Love you guys. Well, thank you so much, anyone. Well, as luck would have it, this is in fact in podcast form. So I don't know. We normally talk about, like, you know, how it's distributed in podcast form on like iTunes and SoundCloud. Is it SoundCloud? It's on so many things. Stitcher. Anyways, Apple. We actually have Apple Music. I mean, of course, it's got to be there, right? Google Podcasts. Actually, here I could pull it up over if I go to HitPoint.SuperDerekRPGs. Oh no, it's SuperDerekRPGs.com/HitPoint. That's the one. If I go there, I actually have links to everywhere that we are syndicated: Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, Pocket Casts.
YouTube Music? Are we on YouTube Music? Why are we not on YouTube Music?
I don't think that it can be. I don't know. Maybe we could be. And I also have an RSS feed out there for you all who prefer to do things a little bit more manually.
Nerd.
So. Yep. I got requests.
Is for all the nerds out there.
I got requests, and I'm like, I can do that. I got you. I got you, fam. Say no more. So yeah. We always say that at the end of the show, but a lot of people don't make it to the end for, totally understandable reasons. So I thought we'd front load it a little bit.
Yeah.
All right.
This is totally in podcast form.
Yes, absolutely.
I almost spat on my drink when I read that. I'm like, what do you mean? Okay.
And I should also mention that if you guys have any other messages for us that you'd like to leave us via phone, you may do so at 785-337-3805, or you could also just send us a voice file to HitPoint at SuperDerekRPGs.com. And we'll also have, if you're international and don't feel like spending actual literal money on talking to us, you can do it through email. It's fine.
Yes. Send us an email. Send us that voicemail. I love hearing your voices.
Yeah. Now, we do have some updates for games so normally this would be games coming up this week, but we weren't here last week because somebody had to do some.
I had a final exam that I had to do. I took the weekend off to do my final exam, which I am happy to announce that I aced the class. So yes, nice. I got to keep my 4.0.
Hang on. Hold up. So you're saying that you aced, you passed the class with an A and you still skipped HitPoint? I mean, you could have totally just not studied for that exam instead.
Well, no, it was a take-home exam.
And you could have got a B or something.
There was no studying. It was the take-home exam. I was working on this project for 4 days. What do you mean?
You're such a achiever. I was gonna say overachiever, but that's actually not that's just normal.
I needed to get a good grade so that my company reimbursed my money. So it's the financial incentives. You don't understand. It's not me overachieving. I'm just cheap.
If somebody would pay me to go to college, I totally would have done a lot better.
Well, they're paying half of it, but I don't get that half unless I get a decent grade, if you know what I mean. And my boss sees what grades I get, so
not gonna pull out the money from the company coffers for some D grade material.
Yeah, not even C grade material. No C students here.
Well, I can't wait to tell y'all about an upcoming release that came out last week called Chained Echoes. This was a highly anticipated indie RPG, and it dropped last week while we were on break, and the reviews are looking pretty good. And one of those reviews is going to be coming out tomorrow because I finally got a hold of the PR company behind them, and yes, they gave me a review unit. So, or not a review unit, a review code. I'm going to be having that video coming out in the morning.
Very nice.
So keep your eyes peeled. It's going to come out first thing in the morning. And anyways, Chained Echoes follows a group of heroes on a journey through the land of Valandis to bring an end to the war between its three kingdoms. And we also have a trailer that we can watch. You want to take a look at this here, Baku?
Let's go. All
right. Here, you're in charge of hitting the play button.
Am I in charge of the hit button?
Yep.
So much power.
I know. The artwork in this game is really phenomenal.
Yeah. I mean, we already said that when we first watched it, but
yeah. And the music is one of its really strong suits,
Yeah,
listen to that.
Sounds pretty good.
It's better than pretty good. It does have some OG SNES music vibes, but if it was orchestral, it's actually one of the strong points that I failed to actually talk about in my video. I probably should have, but
yeah, don't spoil the video.
Oh, okay.
You gotta just give the people just enough intrigued.
Yeah. Gotta
show
gotta,
some legs.
Gotta make him wonder, what did he talk about? What was so important that he talked about everything else and forgot to spoil the music?
Flying mechs.
I know.
Fighting
Isn't that neat?
mechs. Yes. It's just, you know what? This is what is this, Xenogear?
You know?
Is this Xenogear? Is this basically Xenogear? But like,
it might be, because I mean, I actually I'm I will say that it's a very serious game. You might not know it to look at it, but in fact, it is a pretty serious game. It's got some darkness in it, a lot darker than you might at first suspect. But
I like dark. I like dark.
Yeah, and I think that it's also going to have a lot of political intrigue. I'm not fully made my way through the whole game, but it does definitely have some of that, like, extra stuff going on behind the scenes that might align it a little more closely to Xenogears than at first you might think. So,
okay.
Keep your eyes out. Anyways, so the game is immediately available digitally on PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, the Xbox Series X, and Nintendo Switch and PC via Steam. There is also a limited physical version of the game from First Press Games that will be released sometime in summer of 2023. The pre-order is still active, and there's a link in the description, or there will be in the description down below.
Yeah, I'll be adding that soon. I'm sorry, I ran out of time and energy to put the description together, but it will be there.
How dare you?
How dare me? As of the time of writing, I think the like ultra collector super deluxe edition, like the most expensive one, is out of press. But if you're interested in getting like limited edition or really just a physical edition to the game, it's still there. Yeah. The real catch to this is you have to wait until summer of 2023.
That is a bit painful indeed.
So the next time someone asks me if I played a game, the answer is no, because the physical copy is not coming out until 2023, and I paid good money for that limited edition, so I'm not double dipping. Like, no, I'm just gonna wait until summer.
I totally get that, but it is a very solid game so far.
It looks amazing. I can't wait.
Yeah. It's too bad you don't make videos, or else I could allow you to have the contact info for the PR person who gave me the review code, but I think unfortunately
no,
it's gonna be hard to secure that if you haven't been active in a couple months.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. No, I'm like weighing it out. It's like, make videos for free games, like.
I know it's not
hard, man.
It's cheaper to just buy the games. Trust me.
Anyways, yes. All right. Next up, we got something special for our viewers who play games exclusively on mobile devices. The Alliance Alive HD Remastered dropped on December 14th for iOS and Android. This is a turn-based RPG that was originally released in 2017 on the 3DS, and then got a HD remaster treatment released on 2019. The story follows a group of adventurers seeking to free humanity from demons from another realm. I have the game, but I never played it.
Me neither.
But I've heard it's pretty good.
I'm planning on getting to it for the summer, maybe, for another entry in the summer of Suikoden, because a lot of people don't know this, but the creator of Suikoden, I think, had a role in the creation of Alliance Alive.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So
interesting.
I was thinking like maybe that and Tear Cries and I don't know, maybe Aiden Chronicle, if it's out.
Aiden Chronicle sounds
be a pretty good summer of Suikoden, makings of a new one. But anyways, yeah, I think that's going to be really awesome.
Yeah,
especially for all of those fans down in the basically where consoles are a little harder to come by.
Yeah, absolutely. And they have to game on their mobile devices. So I'm like, all right, here you go. Here's another one to wane you off all the gacha games. You're welcome.
Yeah, that's a solid choice. We also got Striker Gunvolt 3, the PS4 and 5 port of Azure Striker 3 just got dropped 3 days ago on the 15th. The epilogue items story or ATEMS. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. I'm
I'm
assuming
not
it's
sure how to pronounce it either,
ATEMS.
but
Story featuring Zed Omega as a playable character is now also available on all platforms. So
yes.
very cool.
Get to that. No, Azure Striker Gunvolt 3 actually looks really good. That's for all the people who are like Mega Man fans and like just like
Oh yeah.
what is it? Just like speed demons, because the game is super fast paced. But if you like that fast paced like Mega Man X kind of gameplay on platform, like that's nothing beats this. This is super exhilarating. It looks fun. Yeah, and it's out on PS4 and 5 now. Actually, in fact, as of now, it is out on all platforms that it intends to come out on. Like PS4 and 5 were the last ones.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's wild that it took that long for it to come out on PS4 and 5, but okay.
Yeah, it's very strange. It's like I think it came out on PC first, like on Steam, and then somehow it got to Switch first, and then PS4 and 5 on a separate date. It's like there were 3 release dates. I didn't understand why. It's what it is. Yeah. All right, next up we got the newest beat 'em up adventure spin-off of River City Ransom. It's called River City Girls 2, which also dropped on the 15th. This time, there are 6 different playable characters to choose from. And it also, and get this, and this is the fun part, it features 2 players online or up to 4 players local co-op, which is fantastic. Yeah, I know. So if you want to play with friends over the web, or you got some people coming over, you want to play some local co-op, like this could be a good choice. And we do have a trailer, by the way.
Okay. Yeah. Go. Do you want to cue it up and I'll hit the play button, or you hit the play button and I'll switch to scenes? There we go.
I got this.
All right.
Wait for it, and Arc System works, man.
What a wild combo. Oh, is this going to get us DMCA'd?
I hope not.
Whenever I hear like lyrics to music, I'm like, oh crap.
Stupid lyrics and your.
Oh God, it looks a lot like the first release, but maybe a little bit upgraded. I don't know. Hard to tell. It's been a little bit. Yeah, that looks. Looks like some classic beat 'em up action, you know.
It looks good. It looks fun.
It really does.
Chaotic, good chaotic fun. I haven't played a beat 'em up game in so long.
Did you not play the new Ninja Turtles one?
No.
What? Are you a fan of the Ninja Turtles?
Not really. I don't hate it, but I'm not paying money for it.
It's really good. I'm really happy to see that the beat 'em up genre is kind of making a little bit of a comeback, because
same with same with tactics like RPGs, right? Like it's almost like the 90s is coming back.
You know, in a lot of ways it kind of is.
Yeah.
Like from a fashion perspective, from like a musical like kind of perspective, a lot of 90s throwbacks.
I saw someone wearing bell bottoms the other day.
I remember when bell bottoms, and
I was like,
they came back twice now. I know, isn't that wild?
Yeah, this is the 3rd time.
Fashion wise,
fashion wise.
Yeah,
right.
And it's weird. Also, like I've seen like mom jeans coming back into style.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, wait, why are you doing that? that's not right. Imagine. Yeah. Oh God. Imagine like seeing young women dressed as like the way our grandmother and like would wear back in the day,
but
like,
hot.
I don't even. So
no, you know what? That's not too crazy, because I've seen people wear like prohibition inspired.
Oh yeah, like flapper style.
Yeah, and they look pretty good. I mean, and that's like that's actually a grandmother's like.
As long as like
the grandmother,
as long as the perm doesn't come back, I think I'm glad. Honestly, like curlers and hair and stuff. Like no, that's okay.
Some things can return. Some things should just stay in, the past and never come back. All right, yeah. So this game looks pretty good. By the way, just tying into this game too. I didn't know this until the other day, but there's just been this game that I've been playing called like Hollow Cure, which has like all the Hollow Life girls in it.
Yeah.
The person behind that game, it's named KU, which is like 2 words. KU actually is also the lead animator of River City Girls 2, which I did not know until they made a post about it on Twitter.
Oh.
Yeah, so fun stuff. So yeah, I'm like, okay, well, that explains it, because the animation looks amazing on Hollow Cure and looks amazing here. I'm just like, oh, okay. It's the same person.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, so this game is immediately available on PS4, 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, and the Switch and the PC. So get it if you like it.
All right. Moving along, we're going to talk about another game that I've already put out my first impressions videos talking about, and that is Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII Reunion. I actually put out a couple of videos. The first one was about the video itself, or about the game itself. And then the second one was a follow-up kind of just question on YouTube Shorts, just being like, what even is the difference at this point between a remake and a remaster? Like, where is that line? Because this one feels like it blurred the distinction a lot. Yeah. So anyways, the Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII Reunion is now available on PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, Series XS, Switch, PC, as well via Steam. Now, this is the remastered plus version, or however you want to call it, of the PSP game Final Fantasy Crisis Core. It was originally released back in like 2007 on the PSP. And you play as Zack, the soldier, Zack. For anybody who has not played or is not aware of what the whole thing was with Cloud, I'm not gonna go into it, I guess. But let's just say Zack is the real deal. You know, he's no poser. You know, he's no
wow.
He's the real hero of all Final Fantasy VII.
Wow.
And yeah. So if you want to know my thoughts on the game, well, basically they're pretty good. I enjoyed it quite a bit. Some people don't agree, but they're free to disagree. But I enjoyed it, and I hope you will too. Check out the video whenever you want. And we also have the launch trailer if you wanted to take a look at that as well.
Let's take a look at that launch trailer real quick.
All right. Hang on. There we go.
Those wings. I want them too.
The company has decided to eliminate Genesis and his cohorts. This includes Angeal as well.
So I wonder if the music in the background is going to get us copy striked, actually.
I hope not.
Square Enix sometimes is pretty rough with their guidelines and such.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. But anyways, if you can't already tell, the game goes weird pretty early on with like the dudes just hanging out with one wing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like that. I mean, that was part of like Sephiroth, right? He had that. I thought he was the one-winged angel, you know, before, but
that's a lot of wings.
I know, a lot of one-winged people.
One-winged people.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, how do you fly with one wing?
One-eyed, one-wing, flying purple people.
How does that work?
Apparently, pretty good because they can fly and stuff. You know,
it's like clapping with one hand. I'm sure you could do it, but. You know?
Yep. You can totally do it.
Just not very efficient. You know?
I know. there are probably better ways of doing it, for sure.
Right? Oh, hi. This guy looks familiar. Huh.
So, yeah.
Why does he look like such a sad boy?
I don't know. What's he got to be sad about? He's blonde. It's fine. Maybe that's why he's sad. He's the only blonde one in the entire universe.
No.
So,
yeah.
I mean, so basically you can tell it is, you know, a lot better looking than just like a PSP game. You know, they've definitely done a lot of work to all of the character models. They've redone a lot of the battle system. You know, it ain't bad, you know?
Oh,
there is a little bit of the Kingdom Hearts 3 problem with it, you know, a little bit of like just the well, not constant, but near constant interruption with like semi summons that kind of occur when you do certain actions. You know, but otherwise, I mean, it's not bad though. It's fun. It's quick paced, and I feel like you could really. It's the kind of game that I feel like you could really master the combat system within it, and just have a lot of fun with it. And I definitely enjoyed my time with it. This is a really long trailer.
It really is. We talked for a minute.
Yeah, let's.
So I haven't played a game, but
I was gonna say, it's over.
Okay. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, I haven't played a game, but the other day I was over at my friend's house and she was playing the game, and you know, they're going through combat, and it was just a bunch of us just watching her play it, and there are these like random flashbacks sometimes
during
in
combat?
the middle of battle.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Those are the summons that I was talking about. The semi summons, like. Yeah,
but that's the thing. They're not even summons. They're just like flashbacks. They're just little story flashbacks, right?
No. Those are the summons that I was talking about. They kind of look like inner flashbacks, but they're not things that have actually occurred yet or something. I don't really get it. It's a weird narrative loop that I don't.
Yeah, and it just like disrupts the game like really hard. And I was like, wow, what a way to ruin like the flow of the game. Everything looks good. Like everything looks good. Everything sounds good, and
you can skip them though, which is nice.
That's what my friend said. But who would actually skip them though? Like
me. I did. I did.
Don't you want to know the lore? Doesn't it matter to you?
Except I don't think that they are. I think that they aren't necessarily parts of lore, especially because they repeat. The more you like, the longer you go. It's like like I said, it's like a summon. You can skip
so they
it.
repeat. They're not unique. Like
they're not.
Jeez.
They're not unique.
I don't know why they did that. I don't know why they did that. That seems very, very strange.
I don't really get it myself either. But it doesn't bug me. It's like, oh yeah, it's one of those weird things. Now you do have on here.
Skip it.
That people have been less than kind with the new the new voiceover. I don't really mind it too much. There is an issue where it seems like they weren't given much context for a lot of the things that they were saying. Like they'll say something in one line and then the next line doesn't sound like they delivered it like they knew what was going to happen in the previous line. Like it's like. It's a whole lot of like no context line deliveries is what it seems like, but the quality of the voice work for what it is sounds fine to me. Like, but some people don't like it. They're free. They're free to not like it, but I didn't mind it. I don't know. I'm just not picky. I think that's my problem. I'm just not picky enough.
And I'm probably going to play in Japanese too, so...
Oh, yeah, that's also an option. You can totally change it to Japanese.
Completely bypass that problem myself.
Yeah, assuming that it's any good, it could be just as bad.
It was pretty good. it was pretty good. Okay. Yes, but for all the folks who are just coming in and not really knowing what the reunion is about, I do want to throw it out there once again that this game is not canon with Final Fantasy VII Remake. This game is actually canon with the OG Final Fantasy VII.
Are you sure?
So yeah, that's what Square Enix has said many times. Unless they lied. I mean, they could always just lie to me. I don't know, but they've said it many times no, this does not tie into Remake. This is just a what is it called? A very faithful recreation of the original Crisis Core game, which the story does not change at all.
Yeah,
it is gonna be the Crisis Core story. So if you play the Crisis Core game in PSP, it's the exact same story. Don't expect anything changing here. So there you go. Unless
and
they
I'm
lied.
Okay with that.
They could.
I mean, here's the thing. I doubt that they changed anything. What I was kind of getting at is I wonder if Final Fantasy VII Remake is actually a sequel to Final Fantasy VII and not, a reboot of the.
That's my assumption too. But I think we're gonna get to spoiler territory.
I mean, it's not spoiler territory if we're just making wild guesses, though. Which
that's fair.
I am. So
yeah.
Anyways,
that's my assumption. But yeah, I agree with you. But yeah. Anyways.
So and if that's the case, then it's all the same canon anyway.
Multiverses.
Multiverse.
Many possibilities.
Yeah, could be. I mean, yeah, welcome to Final Fantasy VII, where the lore is made up and the rules don't matter.
Can we talk about Zelda for a second?
Nope, I don't think we are going to talk about Zelda right now.
Continuity for a second?
Nope. I don't want to open that can of worms. Heck no.
All the Zelda fans is like, did you say Zelda? Anyways, the next game we've got that's actually coming up and not released yet. Finally, a game that hasn't been released yet and will be released soon. It's Valkyrie Profile Lenneth. So after a couple months of delay, it was originally set to a September release. It is now been delayed and now finally coming out in December 22nd for PS4 and PS5. Square Enix had previously stated that the delay was so that they have time to improve the quality of the title. Not sure what exactly that means.
Are they going to change the title?
Well, I'm just hoping that they spent the time to like refine the game for this new release. So I'm hoping that it's going to be a very polished product. I'm having
flashbacks of Square Enix like trying to figure out how to, polish the graphics. They're literally going to work on polishing the title itself.
Oh my God. They're gonna send in a poll out soon asking us if we would recommend the game if they would just fix the title font.
Yep.
If we fix the title font, would you recommend this game?
They're talking about the title
screen. Hey, we took 3 extra months to work on this. Why won't you like it?
I spent like 3 hours shading the lip. All right. So it's super interesting.
Yeah, so Square Enix been keeping us extremely busy this holiday season, don't you think, Mr. Derek? Like, it's starting from like October almost, right? Like, it's just non-stop Square Enix releases.
I don't understand their release cadence. This whole like, oh my God, what even are they doing? I love it. I've been extremely happy with it. I am happy to have a new game to talk about twice a week for the last 3 weeks.
But let me count the games that they're releasing, right? Valkyrie Elysium, Battlefield, Front Mission, obviously Valkyrie Profile, this thing, the Reunion, Harvestella. There's this one other game that like no one even talks about, but I even forgot about the title. It's Live? No, it's not Live. When did Live come out?
Maybe that was like earlier in November or something.
Yeah. Okay, well let's count that too.
Octopath Traveler 2 is coming out next year, and like it's just it's wild. I am very happy with the state of things. But...
Star Ocean, thank you. I'm playing Star Ocean. Tactics Ogre Reborn.
Oh, you're enjoying Star Ocean?
Oh yeah, it's good.
Are you playing?
It's fun.
You're playing it right now on your Twitch streams?
I am.
I'm very glad to hear that you are enjoying it. Some people got really mad that I was having fun with Star Ocean 6. Some people were mad that I enjoyed Star Ocean 6. I don't get it. Like, that's
You're having fun with a game that I didn't like. Yeah.
Star Ocean 6 isn't as good as Star Ocean 2. Like, stop having fun.
How dare you have fun?
I know it's actually fun, but some people just are aggressive. I think what it is I mentioned this to you before with it seems like public opinion has a lot of momentum to it. Like it doesn't, like sometimes it can flip on a dime, but sometimes when things have like a slower release cadence, some people are just so used to being mad about stuff from a specific game or a specific developer that when they do something nice or something good, like they don't like want to stop hating. They're like, no, I'm in hate mode engaged. I don't want to like, stop being a hater. It's weird. Some people are weird like that.
Yeah.
Not everybody, but some people, but whatever.
Someone just told me what that title is called. Various Day Life. Someone actually
Various
owns it,
Day
which is
Life.
great. Various
Oh,
Day
yeah.
Life. Yeah, it's that one game that we talked about one time,
No.
and then we just like never talked about it again, and no one remembers that it is the Square Enix release.
What was that again? Various Day
It's
Life.
it was a mobile game, and then they turned it into a full release.
Oh yeah. It's the
without,
other.
yeah,
It was by the same like team as like Bravely Default, right?
Bravely Default. Yeah, so it's not like a nobody team, like, but it's just like no one talks about it.
I think it's because just the title is terrible. It's so bad.
But we used to terrible titles from them though.
I mean, sure.
Triangle Strategy,
But they're
is not
but
exactly
they're terrible in a different way. Like they're terrible in a way that is distinctive, like Octopath Traveler. What the heck is that? It's like an earworm. Triangle Strategy. You can remember it, but Various Day Life just sounds like, I don't know, like Various Day Life sounds like just another day alive. It's just, I'm just living my various day life from day to day.
They
like,
open a dictionary and just pick 2 words, and then they're like, boom.
I know. It sounds aggressively boring.
I could not find 2 words that's more mediocre.
It's just, Various Day Life is what you're living before you got isekai'd.
Oh boy.
So yeah, man. So anyways, yeah, Square Enix has been absolutely keeping us busy. Various Day Life probably going to be super rare one day. 'Cause nobody bought
absolutely is. Wait, is there a physical copy? I need it. I'm gonna
does
look
it?
this up
I don't
later.
even know. I'm
gonna look this up later if there's a physical copy. But yeah, man, there's so much, and I'm sure there's still like a game or two that we have missed. But that's a lot of title for a single company in like a 3-month span.
Yeah,
That's like 1 game a week.
like, are they?
And they're all 100+ hour games.
Do you suppose that they're trying to do it for tax reasons? To like, I don't know. I don't even know why. But like by the end of the year, they want to have released X number of games or something. That like,
Maybe not tax reason, but for financial statements.
yeah, something like that. It just feels like, oh crap, we need to increase our cadence, all of a sudden. Like that. I just get this weird feeling that like this is not the way they would have planned to do things.
EQ Treasure. Thank you, Robert.
Yeah, Treasures. That's another one I talked about.
And that's not a small title. Like on any other news cycle, okay, we would never like forget, DQ Treasure.
I know.
But when you release that many games, Minstrel Song, thank you, Alan.
Oh my God, Minstrel Song.
Yeah,
Yes.
See? As soon as they stop bringing these things up, we're like, oh yeah. That one.
God dang, so freaking many.
Oh, yeah. No, it's more than a game a week.
I know.
I'm pretty sure it's more than a game a week at this point. Like 3 months, 12 weeks. I'm pretty sure that was more than 12 titles.
Square Enix is literally raining RPGs upon us. And I mean that in the sense of like, you can't even like go outside and catch them all. Like it's just that, it is that much.
When it rains, it pours. It's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, never mind all the Square Enix titles that got released early in the year. We're just talking about these 3 months.
Yeah, just these,
just these 3
quarter.
months.
This quarter.
Yeah, this quarter has been crazy. Yeah.
Wasn't there another strategy RPG, or maybe I don't know?
RPG?
Might not be them. Might not be.
I think the 3 is Formation, Tactics Ogre, and Battlefield.
Yeah. All right.
I think.
Well, speaking of strategy RPGs,
yes.
Let's move along to our next section here, which is new games that were announced. And this one is called Fire Emblem Engage. Nintendo and Intelligent Systems have announced that there will be an expansion pass with the new Fire Emblem Engage that is comprised of 4 waves of DLC.
4 waves.
Wave 1 will add Edgelord. Wait, not Edgelord. Edelgard. Sorry. Freudian slip. Edelgard, Dimitri, and Claude from 3 houses.
3 houses.
Thank you, Baku.
I wrote horses. You're welcome.
I caught it. You're just really trying to trip me up. From 3 houses, as well as Tiki from the original Fire Emblem.
That's right.
And we have a new trailer for that expansion pass. By the way, Fire Emblem 3 horses.
Yeah, 3 horses.
We really need. I want to see this someday. Okay, let's go ahead and check that out. You want to hit play?
Yeah, I got you. Fire Emblem 3 horses.
It's really trying to appeal to that horse girl demographic.
Oh no. That Uma Musume demographic.
Oh yeah.
Finally, we're free.
Okay, when the music faded out, I'm
good.
like, wait a
It
second,
looks
what?
good.
Each other's conversations.
Are these the 3 horses I've heard so much
Yeah,
about?
those are the 3 horses. The name is Edgelord.
Yes.
And it's Tiki. The original Fire Emblem version of Tiki, not the Awakened version. For all the Fire Emblem fans.
I don't even know what you mean, but that's cool. And
Yeah,
that's available in
Tiki's
January.
like one of the like original characters, so she's like super iconic in the series.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, it's coming out on the 20th of January on the Nintendo Switch only. I bet you didn't see that coming. And the first wave of DLC will be available on release day.
Yes.
So
That's correct.
yeah, it's pretty cool.
Right.
Oh, did we mention that is coming with a season pass? Like, the expansion pass. Yeah, we did mention the expansion pass. Never
Yes.
mind. Okay.
That was the whole thing. The whole thing was about the.
I was so concerned. I was so concentrated on the waves of DLC. I was like, oh yeah,
Not the 3 horses
yeah, yep, and the Edgelord.
and the 3 and Edgelord. I didn't misspell Edgelord, by the way, for
No,
anyone
no,
who's
no.
wondering.
That was entirely my
That
own
was all
misreading.
Derek.
I mean, but when you see Edelgard spelt out like that, like it's really easy to just like mentally flip flop, especially because I'm so
It's
used
true.
to reading the word Edgelord.
It's true. No, it's true. I always read Edgelord whenever I see Edelgard spelled out
I know it's so
with the
great.
capital E.
You know, we should make our own Fire Emblem with Edgelord and 3 horses.
And 3 horses.
Yeah, the 3 horsemen of the Edgelord apocalypse.
Yes, we got this. All right. The next game we got here is the Digimon Next Order. The 2017 Vita game is getting a Switch and PC release, which is pretty fun. We've got a trailer, so let's just look at the trailer because I think that beats any of my explanation.
All right, yeah, let's check it out.
Transported into the digital world where creatures named Digimon exist. Start your adventures as the Digi-Destined by choosing to play
Digivolution things
Next Order.
that I know nothing about because I don't really know Digimon too well.
Yeah, me neither.
I know Greymon. Greymon's cool. Yeah. Metal Greymon. Or
I feel like the
whatever?
last
Yeah.
time I ever really cared about like Digimon was around like the Neopets, like Digipets era, and like you know Tamagotchi, the little I think that they had like little handheld Digimon games.
Yeah, they do. They still do. They came
still
out with
do.
new ones. Yeah.
Cool.
They still poop and they die and stuff.
Oh
Yeah.
well.
Anyways,
If I wanted to try and take care of things only for them to die on me, I would start trying to take care of plants. Okay.
That's fair.
All right.
That's
so
fair. At least they do stuff for you.
if
you
I
know?
wanted to forget about watering things, I'd invest in plants.
I am less nurturing than a desert.
I know.
Yes, so the game is coming out on February 2nd of next year, releasing on the Switch and PC. The pre-order is open right now, and it comes with a free Digimon beanie, an official Digimon beanie.
Nice.
I saw someone making fun of it. They were like, "Oh, wow, great! Now I can throw away my unofficial Digimon beanie." But hey,
Oh,
look, listen, if you're a
wonderful.
Digimon fan, you want a Digimon beanie, there you go. Pre-order the game.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
do
So
it.
next up, we're going to be talking about a roguelike deck building adventure game from publisher
Oh, this one looks really cool.
Shueisha Games and developer Tatsu Alpha. It's called Arcana of Paradise, The Tower. In
The
this
Tower.
game, the player will lead a group of children trapped atop the tower as they make their way to the bottom. So in a way, it's kind of like the opposite of Persona 3. There are 20
yeah,
playable
you're right.
characters.
Mhm.
20 playable characters, each with their own starting cards.
Yes.
Take a look at the trailer for this.
Yes. Let's go.
All right.
The art looks really good for this
Are they
game.
eating potatoes?
I don't
Oh
know
yeah,
what
look
they're
at
eating.
that.
Yeah. No, it looks incredible. So, like, every turn or every time you dive deeper, you get to pick 2 of these characters
Yeah.
out of the 20.
Uh-huh.
And then you send them in to, like, to dive the tower, basically.
Yeah.
And clear the way for, like, the next floor. And then so on and so forth. I could only imagine. So this is a real-time, like, cart, like, deck building roguelite. I don't know how that works, but it seems very chaotic and difficult and traumatic.
Yeah.
But some people like those kind of games, you know, like this is catering to the crowd that likes to play, like, I don't know, the Darkest Dungeon.
Some of those decks, some of those cards look very suggestive.
Mm-hmm.
But that looks pretty cool. The art style is this interesting combination of it's 2D, but it almost looks like it's made of clay. Like there's something about it that looks really unique.
Well, there you go. That one is from Shueisha Game. Super cool looking.
Yeah, so that's coming out on the Nintendo Switch and PC via Steam on 420, yo.
420.
I mean, on January,
Blaze It
February,
Day?
March, April 20th of 2023.
Blaze It Day. Oh, right. We got another indie coming. I think indie. This time is from Sakai Project. They've just announced a new 2D Alice in Wonderland themed Metroidvania game called Alex Escaped with the exclamation mark at the end. Player will play as 2 girls, Usada and Kotora, as they look for a girl named Alice. Usada excels in close-range combat, while Kotora utilizes guns and explosives. So the player will have to constantly switch between the 2 characters to maximize combos. Let's take a look at that trailer, because I think that's going to tell you a lot more about the game.
Okay, yeah, because this definitely ain't your mother's Alice in Wonderland, is it?
It's super cute. But also, like, I've been told that this is, like, super fast-paced combat.
It looks like it's one of those games that would be deceptively difficult.
Yes, probably.
Like, I don't know why, but my mind immediately goes to, like, Prinny or...
Yes, look at all those. You have to do all those. So basically, you control one of the girls at a time. The one with the giant hammer is obviously like your close range attack, and then the other one is like machine guns and bombs and stuff. So you have to kind of like switch them back and forth to like do launch attacks, jump up, shoot, and then do other things to like try to do all these crazy combos with them.
Yeah, kind of reminds me of like Ice Climbers, but not. Or what was that other? I don't know. It definitely reminds me of something, but I can't quite put my finger on it.
Yeah,
Looks really fun though.
It looks fun. I mean, this is for all the people who likes those like fast-paced like platformer games. I'm too like my reaction speed is just like it's not all there anymore, and I can't manage that many things. But there are some viewers who really like playing these games, so there you go. It's for you guys. All right. So this one is going to come out in January 22nd. January 27th. 27th. Well, I misread that. Next year on Switch and PC.
Radical. So here's something that we've been getting a lot of questions about over the last, it feels like years. It feels like it's, especially because I feel like our resident friend and streamer, basically a mutual friend of ours, Duo Beard. You're familiar with Duo Beard.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What is Duo Beard?
He's probably hanging around here somewhere, but I remember him bringing this up several times, and every time he mentioned, where are the Pixel remasters? When are they coming to consoles? Any ideas, any thoughts or opinions? We're just like, it makes sense. It would make a whole lot of sense for them to do it. I don't know why they haven't already done it. What is taking them so long?
Yeah.
Well, it finally got an answer. And that answer is, hey, the Final Fantasy Pixel remasters are coming to PS4 and Nintendo Switch. I put out a video a while ago, one of those YouTube shorts, when it was first announced, or not announced, but hinted at by the ESRB when they updated their ratings for the games for the consoles and such. But now it has been officially announced, and it was really frustrating to find out this morning that Square Enix announced it, because they released a statement around like midnight my time last night saying that they were coming out with a physical release that's going to have all of the games on it coming to PS4 and Nintendo Switch.
Yeah.
And they would even have a really cool collector's edition. And so here, I'll just tell you before I tell you what was so frustrating about it, I'll tell you a little bit more about this here. Square Enix announced that they will be releasing the physical versions of 2 games, the Standard and the Anniversary Edition, exclusively through the Square Enix store. The Anniversary Edition will come with a 2-disc vinyl record set, download code for MP3s, pixel figurines, and a 128-page hardcover art book.
And they look amazing, by the way. They look amazing.
And that the big collector's edition would go for $259.99 US plus shipping, by the way, plus shipping.
Yep.
Which is a bit of a hard pill to swallow. However, if you were cool with spending, closer to 100 bones, you could get the regular version of the games that would contain all 6 entries. And here's what the really frustrating part was. So I told you, they kind of made the announcement around like midnight, or at least that's when I saw the post go live on like Reddit, when I finally found out the news this morning. I roll over, wake up, click my phone open, see what's going on. JRPG subreddit. Hello, JRPG subreddit. They had this thing on there and said, hey, these are coming out. That's really cool. I'm like, oh, cool. Let me go find and they're sold out.
I'm so glad that I'm not in the population who cares about this one, because if I did, I would blow a vein when I wake up today and saw that. I'm so glad I'm not in that population. I would pop a vein.
I wonder if this is
Derek.
due in any way, shape, or form due to scalpers, just doing what they do best. I wonder how much of that is that, and how much of it is.
I wonder about that. I wonder about that.
I don't know, because it's been a little bit since we had to worry about scalpers, right? Because I mean, with GPUs like no longer being in super high demand, I kind of took it for granted. But
PS5 is coming back.
Yeah,
slowly.
But they did also mention that this would be a pretty limited release, so. Maybe
I wonder about it, because as of right now, this second, maybe, at least before the show started, you could still get the anniversary version just for the Switch version.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's scalper. I figured that would be gone too.
Yeah, maybe.
They got
it
deep
would make
pockets.
sense if
they got deep pockets.
Yeah. So
yeah.
I'm guessing it's probably a matter of it just just maybe small enough quantities. Maybe they're only making 1,000 or something.
Worldwide.
Yeah, like I don't even know. I don't know either. But that took the wind out of my sails first thing this morning, is because that was the big thing. A lot of people, when I was talking about how it was rated by the ESRB, were like, physical or no deal. Oh man, I sure hope it comes physically. Oh man, how much do you think it'll be if they put it out physically, or are they gonna try and nickel and dime us? And I'm like, well, I wouldn't put it past them to like release one game per release and sell them for like $20-$30 each. But I'm like, but they should give us some sort of discount, right? If you're gonna bundle up 6 games together, you don't want to pay $20 per game. I mean, like that's the point of bundling up. So you would hope for some sort of discount.
Yeah.
So $100 though, that's not even a fair price. That's not even a good discount for a bundle, honestly.
Yeah.
Especially because that's assuming that you're gonna want to play all 6 games.
Yeah, and Square Enix is like notorious for a Square Enix store is notorious for expensive shipping. I don't know what it is about them, but they're just notorious for expensive shipping.
Yeah. So anyways,
So yeah.
that is my utter disappointing way I woke up this morning was the news that I had literally slept on the new release of the Pixel remasters on the platforms that I would have been able to afford them on. So
Okay. Do you want me to tell you something that might upset you a little bit? So I was streaming last night.
Yeah.
And someone had basically told me about this right as the sale went on. And I just kind of ignored it because I didn't care for
Oh, that's fine. I mean, I would
I
have.
could have totally gotten it for you too.
Oh,
if I knew
it's
you
okay.
wanted it.
That's okay. I mean, it's fine, man. I don't. It's just disappointing that they did release it so late at night. I'm not the only
Yeah.
person who sleeps between the hours of midnight and 8 a.m. Like I am not the only one. There are so many people out there who, because of this, like literally just did not have a chance.
No warning. Just
It is
boom.
it
Okay,
is
you lost. You missed it.
gut-wrenching. It is gut-wrenching to fall asleep one night being perfectly fine, maybe eagerly anticipating the idea of checking out the Pixel remasters. Duo Beard, I sure hope he got his hands on a copy.
Mm-hmm. No, you know what? It's someone said it in chat. It's like Xenoblade 3 all over again. Remember Xenoblade 3?
Yeah.
I remember it was a Wednesday. They were like, oh yeah, we're going to start pre-order on Wednesday. Won't tell you what time, but it's going to be Wednesday, which in some sense is slightly better than this because there's at least that warning. Guess what they did? And this is the North America. This is like Nintendo America, by the way. Okay, so I'm not talking about any other part of the world. This is Nintendo America. They decide to start the launch at 10 a.m. Eastern time, which if you're on the West Coast, you might still be sleeping. And if you're the East Coast, you're probably working to afford this thing that they're selling.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you doing? Why would you do it in the middle of a workday? Right?
Or
it's
Saturday
the same
night
thing. Yeah.
at
It's just
midnight. Like
crazy.
Come on.
Crazy.
You know what my hope is? My only thing that's like keeping me any sort of like consolation at this point is that maybe PlayAsia will have it in the Asian regions and it won't be a limited edition. Maybe.
This is supposed to be a Square Enix store exclusive. I don't want to
For
pop
the
your bubble.
for the States. Right?
No.
Does it say worldwide Square Enix store exclusive?
Pretty sure it is.
Or is it just the North America region?
And if it's in PlayAsia, it would be like the Japanese version.
Or it might be an Asia release region
the
release, right?
Southeast Asia one.
With the English.
Fingers crossed. I doubt it, but fingers crossed. We can
hey,
look.
that's how I got Final Fantasy 7 and 8, the double pack, as well
fair.
as 9. I got 9, which did not get a physical release in the West through that method. Square Enix games
still don't know why they don't do that. It's just such a weird thing that they're doing.
They tend to come out that way. Square Enix games tend to come out on PlayAsia. So hopefully, I'll be sure to let you know if they do.
Good old PlayAsia. good old reliable.
Save us, PlayAsia. You're our only hope.
Yeah. All right. Next, we've got a new game called Fairy Fencer F Refrain Chord. Idea Factory just announced the international release of their newest game. And this, by the way, is the direct sequel of Fairy Fencer F. But unlike its predecessor, this title will be a tactical RPG, which we've kind of talked about already, made in collaboration with Sting, who had also previously worked with Idea Factory on other tactical titles.
Nice.
Yeah, so previously we've talked about it. We've shown the trailer, but I did note that, hey, this is for Japan only for now. There's no news for international release. Well, here it is. Here's the trailer for the international release. Let's take a look.
Alrighty. Some pretty cool looking animations and characters here.
The combat art and idea factor has never been too bad about it.
Mm-hmm. Huh.
I don't know if I trust them with tactical RPG though.
Yeah.
Because I played one before and it was pretty atrocious.
Was it? Like,
and I finished it, but I was not happy about it.
In what way was it atrocious?
So the final boss. Well, okay, so the battles are pretty repetitive, and the final boss was just pure BS. It's got this one move where it will just randomly randomly one hit knockout. Wait, okay, yeah, you got it.
Yep, I got it.
Okay, yeah, it'll just like randomly one hit knockout an area of characters. So you have like maybe like 15 characters on a field. Like it'll just randomly take 3 of them out, and you can't revive them. They're like permanently removed. And it recovers like 30% of health like every time it takes a turn. So I'm just like, how are you supposed to beat I beat it somehow. I don't remember how, but I beat it somehow. But it was awful, and I never want to play that game again.
Sounds absolutely ridiculous.
I hope they learned from their mistakes. I'm willing to trust them again.
Let's hope so. So that's coming out in spring of 2023 for PS4, PS5, and Nintendo Switch.
Yes. Let's do it.
So the game that we were just listening to that tried to intrude upon our discussion is a little bit of a new game here, the Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection that Capcom has just shared a second official trailer for. And it gave us a release date for the massive 10-game collection.
Yes.
Now, while 10 games are split into 2 volumes, both will be stored in a single disc/cartridge. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Unique chips previously only available in Japan will be included in this game as well. So
yeah, rejoice, guys.
Yeah, finally, Doritos for all, or Lay's.
You don't have to pick all those Japanese flavors.
Yeah, the shrimp flavor is my favorite.
All those shrimp Doritos that you never got, you can get those now.
All right, let's take a look at the trailer.
Yes.
All right.
The other side of the planet whenever you want. Cyber Society sure is something.
Wow, Cyber Society!
Oh, man.
I've heard that the Battle Network series was like incredibly fun.
That's what I heard.
I never got to play it.
Yeah. I never played it either because I'm like Mega Man. I don't know how to play Mega Man games.
I like Mega Man, but I didn't have the handheld to play it. And so, yeah, I heard it was really fun.
I just didn't know it was an RPG. Like, that's why I avoided it. I'm just like, oh yeah, that's Mega Man. He's cool, but I don't play Mega Man. So
I hope they
really
bring this back. Like, bring it back. Not like, like, here's the old school remaster for the modern times. Like, bring it back, Capcom. Come on.
Yeah. Dude, I hope that I hope this brings I hope this brings Capcom back into the RPG fold, you know?
I mean,
I want them to make more Breath of Fire.
Monster Hunter is an RPG. It's just not the kind that we subscribe to. 10 titles. 10 titles in a single release.
Isn't that awesome?
Isn't that great? Square Enix, why can't you do this?
Well, they did. That's just how Square Enix does things.
And it's and this is not a limited like physical release, by the way. This is like a physical release. Like, here, go to the store and just pick it up release.
I know. And anyways, there is also, by the way,
mind blown
4-minute long trailer detailing the online functionality that we'll not be getting into here, but if you would like to check it out, there will be a link in the description sometime after today's stream is finished.
But those who are super excited in the Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection, which I know a couple of you are, because people keep coming into my Twitch and it's like, did you hear about that? They're coming. It's finally coming. I'm like, I've never played it. I don't know what to tell you. I can't share your excitement.
I know.
I empathize with you, but I've never played it. But it looks really good. So I'm happy to let you all know that it's finally coming, and it's not a limited physical release. It's a regular physical release.
Funny how Capcom could, afford to take a chance on something like that, like a full retail release of 10 games that they've, ported. But Square Enix, on the anniversary of their, the game that, saved their bacon, as it were, can't be arsed for a full retail release for some reason.
For some reason.
I literally can't.
Good guys, Capcom.
Sorry. You're right. Good guys, Capcom. That's the main takeaway. Good guys, Capcom.
Wait, there's one more thing. If you would Breath of Fire, Capcom, you will be my number one game company. That's all I'm at. Am I asking for too much at this point? Like,
Dev of the year. Dev of the year.
Dev of the decade. You bring back Breath of Fire, you're the Dev of the decade.
Bro, no kidding.
Yeah.
So, in addition to that, and we got the release date of the 14th of April, and it's coming to PS4, Nintendo Switch, and PC via Steam. Pre-order is currently open.
Yes.
Also, related to the release, seasons 1 and 2 of Mega Man NT Warrior animated series will be uploaded to the Mega Man YouTube channel in early 2023 for your viewing pleasure.
It's almost like they haven't done enough. They're like, you know what? Just to make it a little sweeter. That animated series that you guys like that ties into the game, upload it for free. You can watch it now on the Capcom on the Mega Man YouTube channel.
Capcom is doing good work.
I don't know, and that sounds like that's what companies ought to be doing. It just sounds like they're just doing the right things.
It's almost like sometimes doing nice things for your fans and viewers is like just building up goodwill toward your fan base is like good for business or something.
It's almost like it's good business.
It's almost like that.
Yes. Also, yes, it's free. The Mega Man NT Warrior anime series. It's free. You can watch it. Time to relive my childhood, man. I remember watching a couple episodes of those.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You want to move us on to the next one here?
Yes. Ooh, this next one I'm excited about. I'm very excited about this. Okay, so get this. The creator of Ender Lilies, it's called Binary Haze, and you would be excused if you've never heard of this name Binary Haze, because they haven't really like put their like company out there, nor have they really like marketed Ender Lilies. But for all the people who play the game,
it sounds very
they'll all
familiar.
tell you that the game is like phenomenal and it looks gorgeous, extremely well polished, and you would just be like, there's no way that this company is just like a fly-by-night company. There's no way this is like their first game and they're not backed by some like giant company.
Yeah.
No, they're just a small indie developer, but they are made up of some veterans in the industry, and they're like super low profile, but they make extremely polished games. And now they're announcing their second game, the first being Ender Lilies. And the newest game is called Redemption Reapers, and it is a dark fantasy tactical RPG. And once you see the trailer, you're going to be like, it's a tactical RPG. Yeah. And once you see the trailer, you're going to be like, what the heck, Pokemon? Just take a look at the trailer. Let's do it.
Okay, let's take a look.
They are horror.
This it?
Manifest.
That's right, it's voiced.
The indifferent Mort cut them down one by one, as if they were
This
crops.
small indie company is getting a voiced
I've heard what people say
tactical RPG with decently good looking graphics.
Mercenaries led by Rowan of the Wicked
Yeah.
Things, also known as the Faithless Reapers.
We're murderers, Colin. Our hands were
Dude, this
stained
looks
long
good.
before Troden, and long before we
This is their
forged
second
natural
game.
laws.
This looks really good.
Choices a long time ago.
Did I mention that this is their second game? I am so excited for this.
Each time I bring down a strong foe or protect someone from danger, I feel a sense of accomplishment. And yet, the moment that happens, I feel so guilty.
Yeah, something about this looks really special.
I don't
I want to see more gameplay though. I want to see when on the
Oh,
maps.
there will be. There will be some more gameplay.
Okay. Pretty dark.
It is dark fantasy.
Yeah.
To war. I must finish this.
That was just a warm-up.
Don't take them on alone. Let's make this one count.
I'll cut them down. Our foot is to its throat. Now press.
Let them try me.
We can still buy the others more time.
I mean, if Ender Lilies is anything to go by, the story is going to be pretty good and pretty dark, but like the good kind of dark.
Hey, holding the line during a drawn-out retreat is
Dude, that looks really good.
Yeah, see?
Easily get away, so why don't you?
We have unfinished business to take care of.
Your time has come.
Now's our chance.
I kind of wonder what the game looks like outside of a combat scenario.
Give me all you've got, Mort.
I'll tell you, like, there are games sometimes when like I cover because like I feel like some of our viewers will like it, and like I'm not like personally too excited. And then there are like things like this where I am actually super stoked for it.
Is everyone ready? Not a problem. Being at a disadvantage is nothing new.
Come on. Let's do this.
Dude,
Not the best name, but you know, okay.
I'm sold.
Yeah, but everything about this is just that's great. All right,
Dude,
so a little bit
that
more
is so
about this.
good. It looks
A little
so
bit
good.
more for you. The game follows the story of the Ashen Hawk Brigade, formerly known as the Faithless Reapers, and they specialize in launching surprise attacks against their enemies. So there are 5 characters in this group, and basically the whole story is like a kind of a story of atonement for the mistakes they have made during the war. So I assume that this is like now after the war. You will command these 5 units in battlefield who all have different unique classes and special abilities. And you basically have to fight against like a horde of like enemies using these 5. So that's sort of like the challenge, is how do you use their like, you know, teamworks and strategy against like to overcome like the odds. So that's kind of like the sell point to this. So I'm really hoping that they don't fall through like the traps of having too many repeated enemies that are like the same. Like have good enemy diversity.
Sure.
Really play into the strategy. It literally looks great, so that's good. The sound was good. The voice acting sounded good. Can you imagine voice acting? Can you imagine affording voice acting in probably Japanese and English?
Man, I know. That is absolutely nuts. I can't.
Wow, cost a fortune. No, but I mean, but honestly, for a company of this size, though, I don't think they're a huge company. This is their second game.
Yeah.
So, jokes aside, for them, that actually probably cost a lot.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'm looking forward to it. February 2023. So actually, it's not even that far. It's in about 2 months.
Yeah.
On PS4, Switch, and PC via Steam. So let's get it, guys.
So the one thing that I haven't seen out yet, but I want to see out of this game is, what does it look like outside of combat? Is it just cutscenes that lead into the next scenario, you know, or is it like get to explore the world outside? It would be really nice. That
would be nice. If
you could explore the world and then encounter scenarios, I would absolutely love to play it. That's the one thing that sometimes fails for me with strategy RPGs is the interconnections between the meat of the game, the gameplay, right? What does that look like? And that's where I feel like for me the ball gets dropped most often, but still I think this looks incredible.
this is like an overworld, probably like an overworld map. Like I imagine it would be something like.
Yeah, I know that's what I expect too. But dude, how cool would it be though if like outside of combat, you were at that same scale, isometric kind of look, and you could actually like walk around the world, explore, like open chests, inspect things. You know, maybe get a first-person view. Sometimes would be pretty cool.
That would be interesting. I kind of want to see it.
I've craved a game like that for a very long time. Haven't played one yet, but this looks really cool.
We got some game developers in here. They're taking notes.
Yeah. So
you forget that we have game developers who watch our show like every now and then. So you never know. You never know. They're taking notes right now.
You know what? I just realized we're not even halfway through our current list because the Game Awards came through absolutely like freaking bonkers.
They Miley Cyrus does.
Yeah, just came in like a wrecking ball, right? Like
there
that.
There you go. Thank you.
Just
Thank
like
you.
that. You're welcome.
I wanted that. That's what I wanted tonight.
Okay, I'm glad I could treat your ears. And so what they started with, what we're going to start with here, because I didn't actually watch the Game Awards. Did you watch the Game Awards?
We're not going to cover every game that they cover in the award, by the way. There's way too many. Yeah, we're only going to cover a couple.
Yeah, the ones that I'm going to start us off with here, though, is obviously it's got to be the big news that I thought was really exciting, and that is Armored Core 6 Fires of Rubicon.
It looks good.
From Software and Bandai Namco gave us the world premiere of the new Armored Core game called Armored Core 6 Fires of Rubicon. Now, for anybody who is unfamiliar, Armored Core is a series of mecha-based video games developed by From Software. The games revolve around the player basically piloting a customizable mech known as an armored core to complete various missions and defeat enemies. The player can choose from a variety of weapons and parts to customize their mechs, and can also choose the playstyles and tactics that they want to use in combat. The series is known for its deep customization and options and complexity of gameplay mechanics. I had my first introduction to this series when I was like a freshman or maybe a sophomore in high school. I had a Korean friend. We used to go to Korean church together. It was a lot of fun. And he brought me back to his place one day and we played Armored Core on PlayStation 2. He didn't tell me how to play it and he proceeded to completely destroy me for like an hour as I was like, I don't understand what I'm doing. So anyways, that was Armored Core as far as I know.
You don't need explanation. You just get in the robot. Get in the robot, Derek.
I'm pretty sure we were playing some sort of competitive mode. I don't remember actually very much at all. Either that or just threw me in the deep end of the game and just watched me get destroyed. I can't remember which, but it felt like he was defeating me. I felt defeated.
Totally fun to watch.
I felt completely defeated by the experience. That's for sure.
It's called trial by fire, you know,
because oh god. Anyways, this is the newest Armored Core game since 2012.
Since 2012.
It's been
more than a decade.
Freaking years.
Yeah.
Oh god. Okay, so according to From Software president Hidetaka Miyazaki, the new game will not be another Soulsborne game. So in an interview with IGN, where they asked the president, is it fair to say Armored Core 6 will be closer to Soulsborne game than the series has been in the past? Miyazaki said, no, we've not been making a conscious effort to try and direct it toward more Soulsborne type of gameplay. First of all, let me make that clear. The essential direction of Armored Core 6 was to go back and take a good look at the core concept of Armored Core and what makes the series special.
That makes me feel so much better.
Yeah.
When I saw that, that makes me feel so much better. Like, I know Soulsborne games are making a killing and they're great, but I just don't need like a mecha Soulsborne, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I'm glad that they're like willing to be like, we know Soulsborne sell, but we're not taking it there.
Yeah.
We're gonna think about what makes this game special, and we're going to put our foot down and say this is what Armored Core is about.
That's
so
good guy, From Software. Good guy from Software. Because I mean, imagine like if you had say a turn-based RPG, and then you're like, you know what, action RPGs tend to sell better. Let's take this long-running thing and make it an action RPG instead. Like, I don't know. I like the approach here of saying, hang on, we got this thing that we do. We have this thing that's really successful. Let's not just copy and paste though. Let's go back to what made the original idea such a good game for the fans of that game series, of that franchise. You know, it would be really easy for them to, you know, incorporate, you know, slow, you know, like strafing and like backstabbing of mechas and stuff. But
I might look. They might still add like some mechanics from Soulborns. Like if it works well, like we're not saying like, oh, this is a great idea, but don't use it because it was used in the Soulsborne game. But like, no, like they're gonna make a distinctively different product. Hopefully,
yeah.
Right.
You want to take a look at the trailer of this and see what we got?
I cannot wait. Let's do it. Also, this is in Japanese because I don't think there's an English trailer.
That's fine. I mean, if it was in English, I don't know.
I think it's so new that like they didn't even prepare an English trailer for us.
I mean, if it's in English, is it even a mecha game anymore?
That's true. It'd be a Metal Gear. Oh, my friend is so looking forward to it. One of my good friends, just like, he still plays the old Armored Core game, and he's just constantly crying that there's no new Armored Core game. And he felt like because the Soulborne games are so successful that he would never get another Armored Core game.
Mm-hmm.
And joke's on him. Like, it only takes 10 years. Come on, just got to be patient, my man. Imagine all the people waiting for Breath of Fire games. Man, From Software is just killing it.
I know. I hope that someday I can play this and love it as much as everybody else. You know?
I think this is the game that Square Enix wanted to make and couldn't. They tried to make like a mecha kind of game that's like Metal Gear / mecha, and it like completely failed.
I don't even remember what it was called.
I don't even remember what it's called. I'm sorry to all the fans. Like, I crap on Square Enix a lot.
You know, we crap on bad ideas. It just so happened, like, I am happy to say when Square Enix does a good job.
Oh yeah, no, there are plenty of things that I praise Square Enix for.
Yeah.
I think chief among those is PS4 upgrades to PS5 for free. The games, yeah. If you buy the PS4 version, a lot of the Square Enix games, and if you happen to buy a PS5, you can just upgrade that for free. They don't force you to buy like a PS5 game. That's like good guy Square Enix, right? Like,
for sure.
Those are the things. Left Alive. It's called Left Alive.
Left Alive. That doesn't even sound familiar.
Yeah, it was not a good game. No, it was not a good game. It was just bad all around. But Armored Core, wow, that whew.
Yeah. So so this game is slated for release sometime in 2023 for PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Series XS, and PC via Steam. And we'll also have a link to that IGN interview down below if you would like to read through it and glean any more additional information from it.
Absolutely. And I think it goes without saying that anytime we quote things, we do cite our sources. So, because we're not, not
primary sources
citing people.
Yeah, we're not primary
sources. Sometimes I'll even cite Japanese sources. So good luck learning the language and reading it. I did it.
Way to call me out there, Baku.
Anyways, now that Derek's talked about Armored Core, I get to talk about Final Fantasy 16. So Square Enix confirmed the release date for Final Fantasy 16, amazing, and gave us a new trailer. Let's look at the new trailer.
Already.
Take Joshua and get to safety.
I'm not going without you.
I'm going to hold the enemy here while you make your escape.
Now, I did actually talk about this trailer.
I would consider playing this in English, not gonna lie.
Well, yeah, because it features vaguely
it
European.
Seems to make sense. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I did see this trailer, and I think it's pretty interesting if you want to break it down a little bit. The combat style here, I think that the trailer has a little bit of an issue, where it has the Michael Bay sort of effect, where so much is happening in the trailer, and the camera swings are so wide and fast that it's hard to make heads or tails of what's happening.
I sometimes wonder if I am controlling
But
it,
I think
or if it's
if
controlling me.
what I've seen when I've looked through this trailer a few times, it looks like the kind of game
This
that
is
could
what
be
Square
really
Enix
fun.
can do when they have unlimited budget.
Yeah.
Every time I see a Final Fantasy like thing that you're talking about, it's like you're talking about Michael Bay. That's because it has unlimited budget.
Yeah. But I definitely suspect that this game will be a lot of fun. Like, with the dodge mechanic there,
I hope so. Please don't fail me.
summon, magic.
Like,
I
I'm
think-
not putting my neck out there, but there's a lot of naysayer, and I'm just like, just play the game first. Just play the game first. And if it
See-
turns out to be bad, I get it, right? But just play the game first.
It's people don't want to do that. They won't even wait. There are certain people out there, and I don't even have to finish that sentence, actually. There are just certain people out there, dude.
Yeah. But I'm not putting my neck out there for Final Fantasy because Final Fantasy 15 has not been great.
You know, I think with Yoshi P at the helm of this, though, I would be open to keeping an eye on it, though.
I already pre-ordered it, so I already put my money where my mouth is.
Yeah.
Don't fail me.
So, like
It
I
does
was
look
saying,
great, so-
the trailer looks really cool. It does have that Michael Bay thing with the editing, just makes it hard to follow some of the combat, but I think it could be a lot of fun.
Unlimited budget, telling you.
I wish I had a limited budget.
I wish I had limited budget too. Okay, so continuing on. Yes, this is a June 22nd, 2023 release on PS5 as a timed exclusive. What that means is they are going to be exclusive on PS5 for a period of 6 months. After that, it could go on to different consoles. I would suspect that it would go to Xbox Series XS and probably Steam, but that has not been confirmed, so don't quote me on it. It is a timed exclusive as of the time of us
Sounds
talking about
reasonable.
it. Yep. Pre-order for the game is open right now with 3 different versions available: Standard, Deluxe, and the Collector's Edition. So let's talk about it. The Standard Edition, of course, is just the game with some pre-order bonus. The Deluxe version comes with a steelbook case and a cloth map of Valisthea, which is the continent that they are at. Now, the $350 collector edition, just in case you didn't think the Pixel Remaster was expensive enough, here's the $350 collector's edition. What does that come with? A metal icon pin collection, which actually looked pretty cool. And also a Phoenix versus Ifrit statues. So if you are a huge fan, you just really want that statue slash figure, that you can display with pride, the price is $350 with everything in the game included, which actually isn't too bad. If you're in the figure collecting hobby, those figures can cost a pretty penny. So it's not too bad. But no, I mean,
I have nowhere I could put it. Like,
I'm not getting it. I'm not one of those people, but I'm just saying, some figures would go up to $200-$300 easily. So this is actually not bad for one that includes like a whole figured statue. But continue on for the folks in the States, because I don't know about like Europe and other places. If you live in the States, at least North America perhaps, if you pre-order from the Square Enix North America store,
good luck.
You will also get the Realms of Valestia wall banners, which are like little 6-inch like cloth banners for free with pre-order of any edition. So you can just order like the base game from them and you can get that. So okay, whatever that's worth to you. If you order from GameStop, on the other hand, you will get the Realms of Valestia patches. I don't know what the difference are. One are 6-inch cloth banners. The other one's like a 2.5-inch patches that you can put on things. They're free, so you just gotta order the game. Any edition, the standard, deluxe, doesn't matter. You can order any edition, and they'll just throw it on while supplies last. So there you have it. I don't know of other exclusive pre-orders from other retailers. Like I've tried to compare for myself because I'm like ordering the game. But I didn't see anything else. Like the only thing I saw was the Square Enix North America store and also GameStop. Like Walmart has the pre-order, Amazon's the pre-order. I forgot what's like another store that had the pre-order, but they didn't have like some kind of Best Buy. They didn't have like additional physical goods that they're tagging on. So, but if you do know something, let us know. Those are the kind of things that I'm hoping that maybe I just missed something. So please, if you know anything about it, let us know.
Could be cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, next up, we also found out from Kojima Productions that we'll be getting a sequel to Norman Reedus and his amazing fetus in Death Stranding 2 during the Game Awards. And we got an announcement trailer that we can take a look at if you want to see that.
Yes. Let's take a look at and pretend to understand what's going on.
All right. Uh-oh. Whistling. I don't know if that's going to get us DMCA'd. It could actually happen.
Is it Wild Arms? Is it Wild Arms?
Maybe not. I don't know.
You know, if whistling gets us DMCA, we're never playing another Wild Arms. Was it no Wild Arms?
Wild Arms.
Fantasia?
Oh, the Armed Fantasia as well.
Yeah,
oh,
we're never playing the new trailer because you can bet that there'll be whistles.
That's true. But here's the reason I wonder is because if someone's whistling or singing on television, you have to pay that person royalties every time it gets played somewhere, like on television and such. Yeah. So,
really?
Uh-huh.
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
Which is
whistling?
Yeah, whistling, humming, singing.
What?
It's got special privileges, which is why I was like, oh wait, lyrics? Hold on, let me turn it down a little bit because
no, not the lyrics.
I know, not the lyrics. Because it's considered like a performance of some sort, which was kind of funny. There's a really interesting story about the guy from Breaking Bad when he was on Malcolm in the Middle. He would often just hum improvised songs within the filming of the show, and he would end up getting like royalties. They'd have to like sign off on it and stuff.
That's hilarious.
Yeah,
but also not fun for us. Oh, why is she getting shot at? What's going on? Oh no, that baby's totally dead. Oh Jesus, what is this?
Uh-oh.
Random fetus.
Wait, so is this not featuring Norman Reedus?
I don't know if Norman Reedus is in this.
Oh.
I think it features like a new protagonist.
Okay, interesting.
Like, I'm not even going to pretend to understand this game.
No.
Or the previous game.
Okay. Well.
Yeah, let's just end it with this.
DS-DOS.
DS-DOS, yeah. The trailer goes a little further, but we'll let you guys watch that. Of course, all the trailers we watched today are all linked in the description always, because they're practically primary sources.
Is currently being developed for PlayStation 5, though no release date is set.
Yes.
It is also related to Death Stranding, Kojima has also announced that a film adaptation of Death Stranding is currently in development in collaboration with Hammerstone Studios.
Yes.
It is unclear if Norman Reedus will be returning to his role in that film.
Yes. So some fun news just to tag on to that.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, we've got Forspoken with the release date just right around the corner. Square Enix just gave us a new trailer and a demo for the game. Another trailers. Ooh, another trailers.
More trailers.
Yes. And more trailers. This one looks really good.
Before you came, the people had resigned themselves to their fate.
Have you tried out the demo yet?
I have not, because I haven't had time to do it yet.
Yeah, me neither.
But I will.
Because of you, they might just stand a chance.
It actually looks really good. I don't know.
I've heard mixed things about the combat.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I mean, obviously it's just the demo. It might not be polished entirely yet. There's still time to change and update things.
Yeah, I see. That makes me really want to try it. Like, I want to try it and see it for myself.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah. Play the demo
now. All right,
now.
guys. You heard the trailer. Just drop everything. We're gonna end the show. We'll play the trailer now.
That's pretty awesome.
I mean, that's a better trailer than like the quippy one.
Yeah.
They should have never released that one. That was a mistake. They'd have to do so much damage control because of that.
Did they do any damage control, or did they just ignore it?
They did. They really tried to like distance themselves away from it. It was so like poorly received that they like had to really distance themselves away from that.
Did they have to rewrite the script? That would be hilarious.
I hope they did.
Oh,
I
crap.
Hope they did. This is bad. This is bad. This is bad. Remove all the quippy lines. We thought we were connecting with the Americans. Okay. So now, as I said, I have not had a chance to play the demo yet. However, our friend Scott Clay over at RPGFan.com has had a chance to play not just the demo, but actually a couple of chapters. The reason that is because he attended a special event with Square Enix in New York, and he said that he had a blast playing the game. Yeah, so much so, actually. And if Scott's here, this dude, he was compelled him to link me to his article, and just in case that we're still on the fence about the game, he's like, here are my thoughts on this, and I clicked in, and he actually wrote the whole thing. So I'm like, okay, so you're not linking like your colleague, like you did this, okay? So I feel better about talking about it. Yes. Okay. So I'll add that the description. I'll add that into the description, as well as his interview with the developers, which is actually a lot of fun. I read the interview that he did, where they talked about things like why pick a girl from New York City as the protagonist. That's actually a pretty good question. Like a bunch of just Japanese developers, just like, you know what, we're gonna pick this chick from New York City and just make her the protag. Like, why? Or actually, perhaps the most important question of all: can we pet the cats in the game?
Hey,
can we pet the cats?
Very important question.
Very important question.
I hope so.
And that's in the interview. So we'll be linking that in the description. The game is coming out in January 24th. Again, just right around the corner for PS5 only.
All right. Moving along, we also have Bayonetta Origins. It's called I don't know, Cereza and the Lost Demon. Nintendo have announced a new title to the Bayonetta series that will serve as the prequel to the games called Bayonetta Origins something or other. Cereza and the Lost Demons. It's either Cereza or Cereza. I don't know.
I think it's Cereza.
Yeah, I haven't seen the trailer yet.
They say it in the trailer. You'll hear it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't seen the trailer yet. So it is. It stars a young witch named Umbra. A young Umbra witch rather.
Yes, it's
named,
a proper noun.
named Cereza or something.
I'm pretty sure it's Cereza. Yeah, I think you got it right.
Who will enter a forbidden forest to search for her mother, Rosa.
Yes.
You want to take a look at this trailer and find out what it's all about?
The trailer will do a much better job than us describing it.
Okay. Meanwhile, I'll try my best to describe the trailer for everybody watching in podcast form. All right, there's Bayonetta. She's got guns and stuff.
Just the Bayonetta.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's the Bayonetta, and then
that's the Bayonetta.
That's the dude in a cowboy hat.
The dude in the cowboy hat that no one likes.
It says not actual gameplay footage. Just heads up. Oh, flipping pages in a book.
The flipping pages is not
actual gameplay. Just simulated.
Yes. Not reality. Bayonetta Origins.
All right. What? So this, I've seen a little bit of the gameplay of it. It's definitely like a much lower budget version of a Bayonetta game.
Absolutely.
Doesn't necessarily look bad though, from what I'm seeing. Almost.
It's a different aesthetics.
A little storybook like.
Yeah. I mean, I think that is exactly what they're going for. You know.
So, this really raises a question, and that is,
My dearest Cereza. Mommy?
well, actually, I'm probably not going to ask that question.
You know what I think? Like sometimes, like you see like a Zelda game where like they release one that is like highly stylized and not exactly like
that's
the realistic kind.
Yeah.
And like I don't see people getting angry at that, right? But
no.
Like for something like this, like I've seen people angry, like, oh, they're just cheaping out. It's like, well, yeah, but this is a different like style. This is just different like art. I mean, it's probably low budget for sure, but it's also like a different art style. So I don't think it's like they're just, you know, cheaping out like.
Oh, it is like, Cereza. Okay.
It is Cereza. Yeah. Yeah. So I just feel like, again, just play the game first and then see if it's bad. It's bad. Like once you play it, it's bad. I get it, but like, give it a chance. Give it a chance, guys. Give it a chance.
Or not. I don't care.
Yeah, or not.
It's your loss, not mine. I'm going to play the games I want, regardless of how they look. So, it's coming out on the 17th of March. So beware the Ides of March, guys. And it's coming only out on the Nintendo Switch.
Yes, it is coming out on Nintendo Switch. All right. Next up, we've got some news that is we're finally out of the TGA woods, by the way. We're moving on to the last bits of news that some of you guys might have been waiting for. I'm sure some of you guys were waiting for this.
I don't know. That is this the one you were waiting for? The one I was waiting for.
It is the one. I hate it here. Yes, it is news. Just to preface this, by the way, anything that I'm about to talk about is for Japan only. Nothing about this says anything about international release, so keep your expectation at bay.
It's gonna happen. It's just gonna take a couple years.
It will happen, but you know, when I give you like, you know, release dates, you're like, wait, but it didn't come out. It's like, no, that's for Japan only.
Oh, they'll have forgotten about it a year from now.
All right, so starting off with there are two games. Starting off with Ys Memoire, The Oath of Felghana. So Falcom announced the new version of Ys 3 will be called Ys Memoire, The Oath in Felghana. Now it warrants the new title because they'll be adding some cool stuff to it, and it is coming to the Switch in Japan in spring of next year. This version of the game will feature fully voiced events and voice dialogues for Ado, which is very strange. Like, what? Ado's voice? Like, what?
I mean, he's had some voiced lines in the past.
He's grunt.
And he's spoken in previous games and like earlier games, so it's not unheard of. I do believe that there have been some Ys games in which he has spoken.
I'm pretty sure he's like a silent protag.
Generally, yeah.
But anyways, he's going to be voiced now. There's a voice actor picked for him and everything. There will be a high-speed mode that can go from a 1.5 speed, times speed, and 2 times speed. There are different graphics settings, including HD graphics, and 3 sound options. 3 different sound options. You can go with the original, and then this other one, and then like a 2012 like sound option.
Interesting.
So you can kind of like pick and choose.
Yeah.
There's also something called a beginner support mode, quote unquote. I don't know what it's actually going to be called in English. That was in Japanese, but I don't know what beginner support mode is supposed to mean. But
is
here
it
we are.
auto attack? Tell me it's auto attack. It's the return of bump mechanics.
I don't know.
You just bump into enemies and he attacks.
Just walking up, they just die.
Yeah, that's it. I bet that's it. That'd be hilarious, and I'd love it.
I'm not mad at it if it means for people with like severe disability to play it. Hey, yeah, that's pretty cool. So it is not known whether or not this new version would even be available outside of Japan. So hold your horses. Okay. Yeah. This is again just for Japan. Fingers crossed that it will be released in international. But for now, it is coming in Japan in next spring. All right. We also have East 10 Nordics. Of course, that's what you guys are also waiting for. Falcom dropped some news on the new installment East, and it is called East 10 Nordics. The new title will be set in the Oberia Gulf, where Ado will interact with a seafaring tribe known as the Normans. I wonder what group of real people they're based after.
I don't know.
Normans. They are threatened by a group of immortal beings called the Griegers or the Griegas. I don't know what the English title, the English name will be. Anyways, you will get to set sail with Ado and traverse between the islands of the Oberia Gulf and explore areas and find hidden treasures, pirate style, which looks like a lot of fun. What's that one game? What's that one Zelda game where you get to like sail around and stuff? Is it Wind Waker? Wind Waker? Yeah, it feels like it might be something similar to that, and I'm all for it. Wow. Yeah. So the game will be is set to release sometime in 2023 in Japan. There's no international date mentioned yet, although I do feel a lot more confident that they will release East 10 in international. East Memoire, I don't know. Like I wouldn't bet on it. But East 10, like I will guarantee you that they'll release the international. It's just a matter of time.
I would take you up on that bet. I mean, I feel like East has been gaining a lot more popularity and steam and traction in the West as has Trails of Cold Steel and other entries in the Trails series. Falcom is getting a little bit more reliable in the bringing stuff over, you know? So
yeah,
they're
getting better at it.
I wouldn't, I mean, hey, they're bringing all kinds of stuff over.
Oh, I wouldn't write it off.
Yeah.
I wouldn't write it off.
I would bet, but I wouldn't bet much.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd take that bet.
You would bet, but you wouldn't bet.
I would bet, but not much. I'd put like $5.
Yeah, you know what? Let's put $5 on it.
Okay.
We'll put $5 on it. Yeah.
All right.
$5. There you guys. You guys are all witness. All like 90 plus of you are witness. Okay. The official site is now open. So if you want to just look at some of the screenshots that's in there right now, we'll leave the link in the description. Oh, do you want me to pull it up? We could.
If you want to, we don't have to.
I mean, yeah, it takes like a second.
Okay, I thought you were asking me if I wanted to take some screenshots.
I
was like, yes, I do. I sure do.
Well, sure. It's up now, so you can take a look on my page.
All right. Baku screen. There we go.
Yeah, look at this.
Oh,
it looks gorgeous. I mean,
yeah, it looks pretty similar to East 8, but like better because it's not made for PS Vita or PSP.
There's something about this that looks. Maybe it's just the environment is brighter. I don't know, but it just looks cleaner. Yeah. So. So a whole bunch of screenshots and, which I'm sure a lot of you have already seen these, but if you want to take a better look at it, like at your own leisure, and if you want to learn Japanese and just read all of this, feel free to do that.
Yeah, or you can use Google Lens.
or do that. So they talk about a solo mode, which is right here, and also something called a combi mode or combination mode, probably. Where you can Yeah, some kind of combination.
Multiplayer, is it?
No, I don't think it's multiplayer.
They would probably just use a regular name for multiplayer if it was. Okay.
Yeah. So there you go. So that's a solo mode, which is what you use like on a regular basis, where your partner would be on auto attack, and then there is the combination mode is where like the two can be controlled at the same time. I don't know how that works. Okay, like I don't know.
Co-op.
It doesn't really say. Yeah,
local co-op. That would be incredible, dude.
Local co-op would be great.
That would be.
This is for fighting strong enemies, they say. So
yeah, have your friend come in. That'd be pretty rad. I don't know if that's the case, but that's what I'm hoping.
There's also something called cross action, which is a new system. But again, there's not a whole lot to go off of here. It's just called cross action. So there you go. So yeah, go and take a look at this website when you have some time. All
right. Well, that brings us to some industry news, which we still have a lot. I know. That's the other thing. Like, okay, well,
we got this. Come on. We're out of practice. That's why.
All right. Well, for some anime news, I'll kick us off with this one here. Crunchyroll have announced that NieR Automata anime will be streaming on their platform. If you have not already heard, there is a A2 trailer out already right now.
Yes.
The Pokemon Company have announced a special 11-episode arc will form the final arc in the current Pokemon anime series, concluding the journey of longtime protagonist Ash and his protagonist and his partner Pikachu. The episodes will begin airing in Japan on the 13th of January, and English broadcast will follow in early 2023.
Yeah.
And then this is not the end of the Pokemon series. As a series, however, two new protagonists named Rico and Roy will star in a brand new series in the Paldea region, along with 3 starters of said region.
Yes, that's right. So, well, I mean, not much to say about NieR Automata other than it will be played on Crunchyroll, which is nice. So no more wondering if it's going to be on Hulu or like Disney Plus. It's just on good old Crunchyroll. Good old reliable Crunchyroll will have our NieR Automata anime. The Pokemon thing, though, that I think that came out in 50 Ways of Hurt to a lot of like series fans. So, and because Pokemon is the largest JRPG series, I feel compelled to talk a little bit about it. Yeah, so Ash is finally retiring after 25 years of being a 10-year-old.
I mean, to be fair, he was trying to be the very best since I was a kid. He deserves.
Like no one ever was.
I know. I mean, it's pretty wild actually how long he's been at it. He deserves a hard-earned break. And maybe he'll be, Professor Ketchum in a future episode.
Oh my god, that's what I said on stream yesterday.
Really?
Yeah, like they're gonna give him this arc. He's gonna age like 50 years.
I know.
And then he's going to be Professor Ketchum for the new kids.
That's how it happens, though. For real. It's just you're a 10-year-old and then you're old. It's just how it happens.
To catch them was his real test, and to
train them was his cause.
Yeah. He traveled across the land, searching far and wide. He did become the champion, though. So there's that.
Oh my gosh, Baku. Spoilers. Yeah. Come on, buddy.
Anyways, yes. So that's, yeah, I know. I hate to break the news to people, but yeah, he's retiring. Okay, Ash Ketchum is retiring. So the 11 episode arc, from what I've been told, he's gonna meet a whole bunch of like companions that he traveled through the land with, like Misty and Brock. Like, like every single like generation, like he has like new companions that travels with him, like Dawn and I forgot like some of the other people. But basically he's gonna have like a little reunion with all of them and then go back and yeah. So I suspect he's gonna travel backward all the way back to Palatine, and like he's just gonna meet like the people that he traveled with, like as he travels back.
Oh wow!
Wouldn't that be fun? Yeah. I don't know. That's the speculation. That'd not a thing. Cool. But yeah, but he will be meeting his old companions through this like farewell arc, if you will. Now the new protagonists, Rico and Roy, that's in Japanese. They might change the name in English release because Ash is not Ash in Japanese. Ash is Satoshi. But I also feel like we're, in 2023, they might just keep the name. I don't know. We'll see.
You know what just occurred to me?
Yeah.
Am I late getting to this conclusion or this realization?
What?
Ash is the name of a type of tree. Ash tree. Professor Oak, Professor Elm, Professor Ash.
I mean,
it's I think this is the first time I've realized it, but Ash
maybe
is
he will
definitely
be a
tree
professor.
type.
Maybe he will be a professor.
He really is.
He will be a professor because all the professors have like tree names, right?
That's what I'm
he's
saying.
just Professor Ash.
That's I just now noticed that it could totally be Professor Ash.
It only took you 25 years, but you know what, Derek? It's better late than ever. So
I'm a late bloomer, It takes time to get this cool.
So again, the Paldea region, by the way, that's the new region in Scarlet and Violet. So just in case anyone wonders, like what the heck is that? So the brand new series with the 2 brand new protagonists, that's going to be the Scarlet Violet region. So that's in the 3 starters that they have there. So that's the new anime that's coming, which is pretty cool.
Heck yeah.
All right. So I think that covers that. Remember how we were talking about Digimon earlier, Derek?
Yeah.
Well, we got some more Digimon news. Get ready for a slew of Bandai Namco news, okay? Starting off with Digimon Con 2023. This is going to be a live streamed event that's going to take place in February 12th, which is actually not that far from now, okay? And it will be free to watch on the Bandai Japan's official YouTube channel. Now, fans can expect news on the toys, merch, the card game. Did you know that they have a card game?
The Digimon card game has a card game?
Digimon card game has a card game.
I did not realize that.
Well, now you do. And also new video games, which is what we're all about, including previously yet unannounced projects, they say.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like a sequel to the new Digimon strategy RPG, maybe.
Never know. Yeah. Anyway, so they'll be talking about that in February. So hey, if you're a Digimon fan, and I saw someone said that they're a Digimon fan, well, rejoice because that's coming in February.
Cool. Well, we got some news for some Tales of fans. If you're
more Bandai Namco,
if you like music, from the Tales games, as like pretty much everybody should. Then rejoice because almost 2,000, nearly 2,000 tracks from various Tales of games are now currently available on YouTube Music and Spotify through their new Bandai Namco game music label.
Yes.
Another piece of Tales of news for you fans out there, Bandai Namco have also trademarked Tales of Arise Beyond the Dawn with the European Union Intellectual Property Office, which could mean maybe some sort of sequel, tie-in anime.
Mr. Invalid is so intrigued right now. He wouldn't shut up about Tales of Arise. Like, he wouldn't shut up. I'm playing Star Ocean. He's like, did you know about Tales of Arise? Like, dude, shut up.
I know. It's Star Ocean time. Be quiet.
No, I'm geeking out with him, though.
Oh, yeah. It could be so many things, though. Like, it could be a DLC expansion pass.
It could be an anime.
That's what I said. Also,
Yeah,
I already said
anime,
that.
yeah.
Come up with your own ideas,
I'm just
Baku.
repeating after you to sound like an original idea.
Oh, well, that's a smart. I'm just kidding. It's fine. No, it's super cool. I am curious. My interest has been piqued. Yeah. So that's the big Tales of news. Tales of.
Yeah. So there's the Tales news. Now more Bandai Namco news. This time actually involves the famed creator of Dragon Ball, Akira Toriyama.
Wow.
Some of you guys might have heard about this. There's a new project that will be based on Toriyama's short work called Sandland. want to take a look at that? We got a short trailer for Sandland.
Is this a game or what?
No, let's take a look.
I mean, here's the thing. I'm curious if I should.
It's really short.
I'm gonna turn the audio down just in case, because we have a history of getting slapped by DMCA such stuff when anime is involved specifically, especially if it's in any way tangentially related to Netflix. I don't know if this is or not.
This is not Netflix.
Okay.
But because here's the thing.
Oh, that's so cool.
They don't really say what project this is about. So
original story, Akira Toriyama.
Your guess is as good as mine. Now Sunrise is involved, so maybe there is like an anime too.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll be honest with you. I think.
Oh.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, let me finish reading this though. So it's not clearly known what Bandai Namco has in mind for this IP, but they did state, in quote, that it will be done through various collaborations and mediums. No announcements at the moment, but we'll keep an eye on this one. My guess is that it's going to be a multimedia project, which is why when you said like, will these be an anime? I'm like, I don't know.
It could be a whole lot of different things, couldn't it?
Could be a whole bunch of things. Yeah.
Because I saw the Bird Studio was involved. What did they do? Are they an animation studio?
Sunrise is involved. Sunrise would be doing anime. Sunrise does Gundam.
Yeah. I saw Shueisha involved. It looked like
Shueisha is involved. So that could be like manga.
Mm-hmm.
So they're a publisher,
and then
right?
Who is Bird Studio? What did they do?
I have no idea. I've never heard of that one.
Because I noticed that they are, copyright Bird Studio / Shueisha.
Shueisha is definitely Shueisha is like another conglomerate, kind of like Kodokawa, but they do more like print publications.
Okay, so Bird Studio Shueisha is kind of like Toei Animation, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, and then of course there's Bandai Namco, which owns Bandai and Namco. So it could be a lot of toys. Like Bandai makes a lot of toys. Okay. Mm-hmm. And Namco makes a lot of games. So it could be games, toys, manga, anime. So all the companies that's involved, probably a multimedia project. So
that's pretty wild. So we know that Bandai does a lot of that. But you know who else does a lot of doing something else?
Is that your segue? Is that your Okay, no, please, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm all for it. Go ahead.
Yuji Naka getting arrested. It's happened again. It happened again.
It happened again.
Just not arrested just once, but he's
arrested again.
Okay, what's going on this time? Okay. Special Investigation Department of Tokyo District Public Prosecutor's Office arrested Yuji Naka again for insider trading. He can't stop. Who is going to stop this man? This time he is accused of buying stocks of A-Team Entertainment, which is, I don't even know who that is, between January and February of 2021, after learning that A-Team would be co-developing Final Fantasy VII, The First Soldier, with Square Enix.
Now you know what they do. Like, it literally answers you in the next sentence.
I know. So it's like, yeah, that's the thing. I didn't know who they were. Why would anybody invest in them? They're a no-name outfit. Oh, well, here's their claim to fame. They're going to be working on Final Fantasy VII.
And guess who was working at Square Enix?
At the time that he did that? Would that happen to be Yuji? Yuji Naka? The inside trading Yuji Naka? Oh, man, Yuji Naka's no bad, very bad, no good day.
No.
Or week, month.
I don't necessarily feel sorry for him if what they're claiming is true.
Yeah,
but,
I don't feel bad for him either. Like if that's the case, like, I'm just enthusiastic to see white collar criminals being arrested somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere. I want to remind people that this is not a thing in America, but in Japan, the conviction rate is like 90%.
Mm-hmm. I thought it was higher than that, but
well, it's due to two things. Is one, they usually don't arrest you and bring charges unless they are 100% sure that like you screwed up. Like they have so much. They don't just arrest you and then like figure it out. Like they actually figure it out and then arrest you. But even on the off chance that they are, that they messed up, let's just say that people do messed up. You are definitely guilty until proven innocent, which is not the case in the West. So yeah, the conviction rate is extremely high. He is probably going to get locked up for a while. Good day to you, Yuji Naka. You've been a person. On lighter news, that's my segue. On lighter news,
go for it.
Gung-Ho tweeted out about Grandia's 25th anniversary and said that they will be having some exciting celebrations planned for Grandia fans, new and old. End quote. We'll be sure to keep an eye on this one and see what the company's got for the fans to celebrate the occasion. Dare we hope for a new game?
No.
Gung-Ho?
No.
New Grandia, maybe? I don't know.
No.
Just come on. Come on, Grandia.
I'm not buying it.
Come on, Gung-Ho.
I refuse. Hype responsibly, children. Do not listen to this young man trying to get you all riled up. You know what would make me really happy, Gung-Ho? If you would release a patch to your 25th anniversary, or your collection, your anniversary collection of Grandia 1 and 2 HD. If you would release a patch for Grandia 1 to remove the smear effect from Grandia 1.
Smear effects.
Have you not seen this?
I have not.
It's been built into the game. Like, I guess on the PC version, you can probably replace some of the textures and stuff, and it's fine.
You mod it.
But on Switch, it's just, when you got like an emulator for the first time, you could put on like the 2xi and it'd do this like thing where it makes all the pixels like diagonal and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like that, except it's applied to everything, and it's really not good. Yeah.
Well,
I just wish. I mean, Gung-Ho got me hyped up. You could say they got me pretty gung-ho there for a while when they announced, when they put out the poll a long while ago asking about like, oh, what are some properties that you'd like us to work with, and then like they did the Grandia 2 HD remaster for, and then eventually Grandia 1. Like at this point though, like I just want them to, I don't know, be better, be faster. It just seems like, it's like, are they part-time in this thing? Like,
I mean, with a name like Gung-Ho, you would think that they would be on it, right?
It feels like they've been, pardon my French, but they've been dragging for the last few years. I mean, since they acquired the IPs of LunR and Grandia and many others.
Own LunR too.
Yeah, yeah, they have the rights to all of Game Art's design, everything from Game Art's, and they've just been sitting on it.
Do you feel like this is kind of like a patent troll situation?
No.
Like they just own it and like they just
seem unmotivated. I don't know. It's frustrating because they've got great IPs that are just not they've not been doing anything with them.
Not utilized.
Yeah. The last time you could get a LunR 1 game was on the PlayStation Portable.
Yeah, no, it was on PSP.
Yeah, it was on PSP, and Xseed handled the localization. And then I think after that was a long time ago. Yeah,
I just feel like if they want to re-release and remaster, like now's the time.
Yeah,
now's the time.
Let's hope. But I mean, Grandia is great, but come on, let's do a little LunR action, guys. What are you doing? Oh, well. Anyways, right. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be a downer. I hope that they do something cool, but I just hope it's not going to be like, hey, here's
downer or just
here's
realistic,
a banner.
Like, I don't know.
Here's a wall scroll. Like what are you gonna do?
Here's a wall scroll.
You're gonna put it on sale or something. Like what? Like are you gonna make a new thing? Please like, I don't know, do Grandia Extreme, Grandia 3, do something. But
Grandia Extreme?
I'm pretty sure that's a thing.
That's like one of the most 90s things I've heard.
Yeah, it's a PS2 title. I don't know. It's because I'm getting tired. Maybe it's because I'm getting tired from how long our stream is going. I'm just like, I'm out of energy. I'm too tired to be excited. I hope they do a good job. Let's find out.
Yes.
But hype responsibly.
Hype responsibly. Go on, Derek. Tell us about some merch drops.
All right.
We've got a couple.
We do got a couple. Starting with this one that's from Square Enix. They've just released 6 more music boxes, including Love Grows from Final Fantasy VIII, Melodies of Life from Final Fantasy IX, and To Xanarkand from Final Fantasy X. That would actually be pretty rad, I bet.
Yeah.
You know what? I would really like one for Chrono Trigger. Additionally, Square Enix is re-releasing some 6 other music boxes, including Aerith's theme from Final Fantasy VII Remake and the main theme of Final Fantasy VII Remake. They're all available for pre-order on the Square Enix store.
That's right.
And how much are they, I wonder?
They're like $22, but then shipping, it's like another $20.
Yeah, you're probably
you think I'm kidding. No, they are a little pricey, but and I think this is the reason why I included this. I think they are pretty good quality, and I do own 2 of those. One of them I actually bought from Japan when I was at the Square Enix Cafe when it was still a thing, and then another one I actually ordered from the store along with other things, and they're actually pretty good quality. So if there are certain people that are kind of hard to shop for in your life, and they might like this as kind of a memorabilia. So it is more of a gift idea for some of you guys out there who are just like having trouble finding a good present for folks. I do recommend it because I own 2 of those, and they are actually pretty good quality.
Nice.
A little pricey, but it's Square Enix, so get what you pay for.
I mean, less than the cost of a record, so...
It's like $200 records. No. Oh my god. Next we got some new amiibo, and this is crazy news for me. I'm really telling you guys for myself, and you'll see why in a second. Nintendo announced via an official tweet that the Sephiroth and Kazuya Smash Bros. Amiibo will be released in January. So for all you Kazuya and Sephiroth fans, your wait is almost over. They will be followed by Pyra and Mythra from Xenoblade Chronicles 2 later in 2023. And this is the real reason why I'm talking about this today. Okay? Because I want all of you here right now who are still with us and who will be hearing this show in a podcast format or watch this video later, if you see Pyra and Mythra go on sale, I want you to spam me. I want all of you to spam my Twitter or anywhere and just tell me it's on sale. I don't care if I might have already just tell me immediately.
This is your permission, everybody, to annoy the ever-loving out of Baku.
Message me.
Return the favor.
Tweet at me.
Shame him on Twitter.
Tell me about, because I need Pyra and Mythra in my life. I need the amiibos. I don't collect amiibos, but I don't even play Smash. But you know what? I do play Xenoblade too, so I need those.
And you have a Pyra and Mythra shaped hole in your heart that can only be filled by
and also a NieR shaped one. Like there are 3 holes. But I can plug 2 of those with these, and I'll be fine.
Sweet. Yes. Moving along, we have some Yakuza pins to talk about here. You don't need to join the Yakuza to get some Yakuza pins. Kadokawa is collaborating with RGG Studio to release some wearable pins from the Yakuza games that will feature the likes of the Tojo clan, Tojo clan,
yes.
Tojo, okay, and the Omi Alliance.
Yes.
Just maybe don't wear them on your suit jacket when you come to visit Japan, though. If you are interested, they are currently available for pre-order on Miami.
Yeah, they actually look really good. So for context, for all the people who don't know, in Japan, Yakuza, they wear like these like pins that signifies which group they're with on the lapel of their suit jackets.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and they're releasing these from the game Yakuza.
Yeah.
In Ami. So
like imagine if you will that you were buying from Square Enix or Ami or whoever, say like a red or blue headband of some sort, you know, maybe don't wear them around locations that could get you in trouble. You know,
yeah,
think of it
maybe
like that.
Don't go to LA with a blue bandana or a red bandana. I don't know. I'm just
how about any bandana?
saying.
How about just don't wear clothing.
Don't
in
wear
LA.
bandana in LA. Go
just to be
in
safe.
LA.
Just to be safe. Just be like, I don't want no trouble.
I don't want no trouble. I don't want to wear the wrong color, so I wore nothing. All right.
God.
This last one is for all the Trails fans, and there are still a couple of you here right now. Pinbox announced that they will be doing a large-scale Felghana merchandise collab that they will reveal the details tomorrow, actually at 5 a.m. Eastern time. So in about 7 hours, they will tell us exactly what they're up to. Pinbox currently carries some Trails items in their stores, so fans can expect some more pins and apparel from this collaboration. There's a tweet that I'll be linking in the description that you can take a look at. So most likely they're gonna tweet out like a certain like link, probably at 5 a.m. Eastern time. So in about a couple hours, you will see what kind of crazy merch that they got.
All right. Well, I think that'd be pretty cool to see some like orbments or something, like the original orbments from Trails in the Sky would be really awesome.
Oh, that would be fun. Yeah, Ortman. Yeah.
All right. So I think that about wraps it up for our industry news. So that brings us to the final section of our stream this evening, and that is just responding to some super chats and the outro. And we don't really have that many super chats to talk about at the moment. Just this one from Francisco Lira, who says, Valkyrie profile Lenneth is amazing. Most character stories are amazing, and the gameplay is really fun. I hope it sells well.
Yeah, I want them to bring it back. If they ever make a Valkyrie Profile 3... Oh, wait, you play Valkyrie Profile, right? You have? No?
No. I've not. I'm sorry. There's so many games out there, and every time people are like, hey, you played this, right? I'm like, unless I've done a review of it, the chances that I've played it are very slim.
I just had to check on it, but it's okay that you haven't. Maybe one day, right? I haven't played Grandia, and Grandia is like...
You haven't played Grandia? I'm just kidding.
See? You see? What?
I know.
I'm glad we like didn't play games that like the other person played, because
covering
like,
our blind spots.
Yeah, we're covering our blind spots. Yeah, so Valkyrie Profile, I wish that they'll bring it back. If they ever do like a Valkyrie Profile 3, to bring back that formula where they focus less on the Valkyrie herself and more on like episodic like stories about life of like the people that she gets to recruit, and like, you know, how they were living, what kind of tragedy happened to them, and what kind of regrets they have, and you know, how did they become like that's kind of what Valkyrie Profile was about, right? I mean, eventually you do get into the Valkyrie story as you progress, right? But like it's kind of like the beginning and the end, like all through the middle were just like little stories of like the people that you get to recruit from different places, and how did they live their life before they passed away and stuff. And it was sombering and also like really cool the way that they told the story. So I think that's the reason why a lot of people really liked it. And I really hope that they will bring it back for the new game.
Well, that would be really nice. And I do hope that it sells well.
Yeah, absolutely. Because Tri-Ace needs it.
That really, they do need it, you know. And so, and you've really been enjoying your time with Tri-Ace's latest Star Ocean entry. I just wanted to kind of reiterate that it's great to hear that they are doing pretty good work right now. You know, and
it's
hopefully,
a fun game. I have my complaints, but
sure, yeah,
you know, I have my complaints for every game.
That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, I like to say, you know, when people ask me, I like to say that I can't complain, but it's not true. I totally can. I just try really hard not to.
No, I feel like someone in my chat said it perfect. I think it's Kyoko. Someone said it in my chat perfect. It's like, you're only saying all these things because you like it.
Mm-hmm.
Like you care. Like you have a vested interest in this game. That's why you're like nitpicking it, right?
Yeah.
But it's not because you don't like the thing. It's because you like
Yeah,
the thing.
if you didn't like something, you wouldn't have any opinion on it one way or the other.
That's what I say about Alundra. They're like, what don't you like about Alundra? I'm like, it's just bad. I'm not going to a deep analysis.
You just wanted to talk crap about Alundra. You're like driving along in a straight line and you just swerved into Alundra for no particular reason. Like, he wasn't even on the side of the road. You took a left and then hit Alundra just out of nowhere.
Hip check Alundra into 2023. It was great.
just a drive-by Alundra smashing. How dare you, sir? Alundra is a fantastic game, and you're a terrible person for not enjoying it.
No, I mean, that's how I explained it to people, because like I would
know.
give you point for point of why I don't like Chrono Cross, but for Alundra, it's like, it just sucks. The end.
It does not, though. You just need to give it another try, Baku. How many points does it take for me to be able to tell you to play Alundra again?
I will play Alundra again when you actually play Yakuza. Yeah.
Sweet, because I think we're going to be playing that here pretty soon.
I don't want to hear it. I need commitment, sir. I need to see you do it.
Well, guys, I do believe that is it for today. But Baku, where can people find you?
Yes, you can find me when I am back to making videos at Weeb Sauce over at YouTube, which you see me typing in, and also at twitch.tv/Bakusan JRPG, where I actually spend most of my time playing games, including Star Ocean. So please come by and hang out.
Yeah. Will do. And thank you all so much for hanging out with us this evening. It has been a pleasure to stream for you all. I hope that if you are enjoying us on your various podcasting platforms out there, that you might leave us a review or a like or something of the sort, or get followed, whatever it is you do on those crazy podcasting platforms out there. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, have a good rest of your evening, everyone.
Have a great evening.